Talk show in the morning anywhere in the country. It's on Monsters Mornings Real Radio 104.1, broadcasting live on the iHeartRadio app. And it's all over the world and all over the planet. Also the YouTube channel, Real Radio Monsters on YouTube. A lot of people watch us on the YouTube channel. That's awesome. Just make us your morning TV show. That's cool. It's a great way to check out the show. You can go back and check the segments that you missed. You can go back and catch those. Also, you can do that on the iHeartRadio app, on the podcast, hour by hour. You can check those out. That's pretty highly rated. A lot of people do that. That's nice. We appreciate that. And you can leave us a hot take right now. Click on the microphone, leave us a message. We play those in the show. It's interactive, just like the texting service. People, as soon as I got here this morning, and like at 5 in the morning, people texting ready for the weekend, weekend eve stuff, which is really cool.
That's not what they were texting.
Weekend eve. Yeah, I got a bunch of weekend evers. One guy said, "Are you wearing that douchebag necklace?" I saw that guy.
Oh no, I was about what we were talking about.
Oh, the other thing. Oh, that too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot about that. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today for sure. What's up, everybody? I'm Russ Rollins, host of the program, and with the fellas, we're doing this until 11. Here's the producer, the Angel of Boom, Angel of Air.
Give a look.
And the king of them, Ryan Holmes.
Stop texting him.
They are texting me. Oh my God! Yeah,
no, there's plenty of those, but there was the funny one, the funny little story though.
Oh yeah,
that little teeny tiny little news that broke overnight.
Well, as soon as normally I get here a little bit earlier. I got here a little bit later today, so I was actually walking in right with Angel.
Ryan, you're right, not awkward at all.
Well, I open the door for him, and I'm like, "Hey, man. It's a good day to be a Kiss fan."
Have you seen this, Ryan?
Have you seen this yet?
I've seen this.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know what? God bless Donald Trump. I mean, I've always said he's a wonderful guy, and he knows music, and he knows what he's doing.
I mean, your guys are dorks.
Who would have thought? Right. My band when I was a kid, and everybody make fun of you if you were a Kiss fan.
They're the most popular band ever. Ryan, you don't get to play loser card. This victim mentality that you have is ridiculous.
Listen for a second, you small-minded little sloth. When I was a Kiss fan back in 70s...
You can't use my own joke against me. It doesn't have a thing. That's literally my closer.
What? I'm a small-minded sloth?
That's like the sloth thing. Like I've been calling myself a sloth for like 20 years.
Okay,
it doesn't hurt me. I'm a cute sloth, baby.
Okay, cute sloth. In 77, 78, right? So when you're a Kiss fan, first off, that movie comes out, right? Everybody was like, "That sucks. This movie sucks. Phantom of the... God, that band sucks." Then after that, guess what comes out? I Was Made for Loving You, a disco song from Kiss. Then everyone's going, "Oh my God, they suck. God, they suck." So to wear a Kiss shirt then was really bad. Then you go from that, they put out The Elder, the worst album they've ever done. So now this is the part I'm living through as a kid, right? So now it's like, "Oh my God, they suck. They're terrible." Then you get to the part where they take off the makeup. "Oh my God, they suck. They're terrible." So in my lifetime, that was, and to stick and be a Kiss fan through all of the really bad times was a bunch of... everybody said they sucked other than my core friends that stuck with the band. So I know you're right. Throughout history is revised. I'm like, "Oh yeah, they're the greatest band in the world." At the time when I was living through, people hated the band for so many years. They have they rejuvenated, and now not only in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but now will be in the Kennedy Center Honors. I never thought
that name.
Never. Yeah,
they're the name of it. It's the Melania Trump blah blah place.
Yeah, he's wanting to change it. He's wanting to change it to the Trump Center Honors. Never would have thought my band, and I remember arguing with people. There were people in high school that were like, this one dude just sat in front of me, and he was a Def Leppard fan, and so we'd all fight back and forth. What band's going to be remembered better? Blah, 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 blah. I win. Winner.
You don't win.
Dinner. Yeah, I won.
You don't win. I would hate if my band was associated with this.
Well, don't worry. They never will be. You'll never be in Kennedy Center. Whatever band you got will never be in the Kennedy Center.
It's not
Honors.
the Kennedy Center. It's been a thing that's been co-opted and now is doesn't even have the same shine to it. If I was a band, I would say, "No, bye. Have a great day."
Well, that's you. Kiss fans are happy, and I'm a Kiss fan, and I'm happy. And they never would have gotten in with any other president. This was the way to wiggle in,
man. So stupid. This is one of the dumbest things things. The whole thing of that whole center being taken over, and then like it's a world that we live in is just absolutely insane.
It is. It's so sad. It's so bad. I know. But as a Kiss fan, I'm happy.
Why? Why would you be happy with this? Like,
here's who's going to be inducted. You got George Strait. Okay, tell me out of the people that are going to be inducted, who does not deserve to be? Okay, just tell me that. I know you just. Here's the thing. You're doing politics, and you hate Donald Trump.
Everything
and
around Donald Trump is politics. So what do you want? Now your band's involved in politics. Good.
No. First off, just so you know, Gene Simmons has been very critical of Donald Trump, which I am surprised. Yeah, Angel, you saw it.
Yeah, no, that's the funny part, how it is nowadays. As soon as this was announced and everything, the internet sleuths went out there and they found all the instances, and it's a handful, but they found the instances where Gene Simmons was very critical of the president. So people were trying to figure out why would he choose that guy, because that guy's been critical of him. Now
he was on The Apprentice, so they probably became friendly. They became friendly, and he probably just goes, it's just Gene talking Gene. Paul Stanley never talks about politics. Ace Frehley is a big Trump fan, which was, is one of the reasons I was like, oh God, Ace, whatever. But Peter Criss does not talk politics. So two of them don't talk politics. One is a Trump fan, and one, I think he knows Gene, so that might be why, whatever. I mean, so Kiss was the big one that they made a big deal about. But George Strait also, and arguably, really, I mean, as far as still selling out stadiums and stuff, George Strait's as big, if not bigger, than Kiss. I mean, a pretty big deal for George Strait, wouldn't you say?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, recognizable Kiss is going to get it because of the makeup and stuff. But
the other part of it is this, is that when you go that route and you pick a artist like George Strait, like, let's, for the most part, don't know his politics, but because of the genre of music, and because of that kind of fan base or whatever,
very Republican probably.
Yeah, he's, regardless of what he's going to say publicly, whatever, a lot of these guys are going to be like, hey, I respect the office,
right,
and go that route about doing this.
That's what Toby Keith did, because Toby Keith played for the Obama administration. He also played for the Trump administration. He said, listen, I just respect the president, whoever the president is, which I thought's a pretty good call. Now I will say that Donald Trump did say that there were some woke artists woke artists, and he didn't pick them on purpose, and I think that's crappy, but whatever. He picked Kiss, so I'm good with that. The Broadway star Michael Crawford, who did Phantom of the Opera. That's he deserves.
That's the guy right?
No.
Okay.
No, and then Sylvester Stallone is being honored. And then Gloria.
Well, Stallone's part of his cronies that he put in charge of Hollywood.
Yeah. Right, he loves Stallone, but I love Stallone too. Like I think he is an icon. So I can't say he doesn't belong in the Kennedy Center honor.
You can get it, but you understand where it gets weird for some people, right? Like
it was weird for me for about half an hour. I had to work through this.
But like
you're leaning into my band.
You're a fan of somebody, a fan of anybody, right? Mm-hmm. And then as being a fan of them, you come to find out their ideologies or whatever they believe don't necessarily line up with yours or whatnot, and then you see that they're actively kind of campaigning against you or your people, and so
understood. Yeah, I get it. The one that I'm surprised about is Gloria Gaynor. Now, Gloria Gaynor had one hit. Now, that one hit is "I Will Survive," which is basically a song. Was it okay? Is that a song?
It's a disco song.
It's a disco song. Was it an anthem for gay men, or was it an anthem for women who were left and brokenhearted? I can't, because I've seen it used for both. But she only had one hit, so and I'm nothing against Gloria Gaynor. I know Jimmy and his wife know her, so she must be a nice lady and all that kind of stuff. I'm just surprised that she would be honored for the Kennedy Center honors.
It's probably this is the one that he throws out there as a ploy to see if she jumps on. Again, not knowing anything about Gloria Gaynor, I know exactly what the same things that you know.
Yeah,
I think the song represents both things that you said. I think it became a gay anthem, but I also think originally when she was dropping it, it was a woman empowerment song as well. This guy's been using it as how everyone's been attacking him and he survives. And
okay.
So this is the ploy to, hey, I'll include you in the show. Can I use your song when I'm out there on the trail?
Yeah.
And I didn't mean OBT.
But now he's actually gonna Donald Trump is gonna host the Kennedy Center honors. He actually picked all of the inductees. what else? I heard a bunch of stuff about it. Like he's taking over the whole thing, and they're wanting to change it to the Trump Center Honors, which is odd.
You know what's funny is that
nothing about this is funny.
Well, okay, not funny like ha funny, but even some of his most ardent supporters, they're now even questioning now. It's the first time that they're being vocal about it.
And because of this?
Well, this is just the most recent thing, but just the level of distraction.
That list must be real bad if there's no distractions.
Dude, if you go down certain rabbit holes, they think that there's more than just a list.
Yeah.
You mean for the Epstein thing?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, I know that people are going to say it's just a distraction, and maybe it is. But it was the headline news on ABC, NBC. Kiss gonna be, and I couldn't.
It's not about Kiss. It's about the ridiculousness of the situation is what's pulling this in. That fact that he's like circumvented all the normal voters, all the ways that things kind of go, to where now he has a 99% involvement in this, to the fact that they want to change the name of a political institution already that was named after a former president to after his wife.
But
so that's the story. The story isn't Kiss.
My point is that wasn't the story. That wasn't the lead. When you watch NBC, it was a picture of Kiss, and it was like Kiss inducted.
You got a guy who's like using a military force to take over a city, the nation's capital.
I know you don't like Donald Trump. I don't like him either, but I'm going to celebrate Kiss and the Kennedy Center
Honors.
Honors.
A sellout and they're douches.
You know what? They're better than whatever band you have, but they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Kennedy Centers.
They suck. Boo.
Kiss fans win.
You don't win. You don't like. Yes. That's like
winner.
You want to be honored by Hitler? Like, is that the thing you want to do? Like my band. Hey man, my favorite band. Hitler loved them.
Oh, you're just mad.
It matters who. It does. It matters.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
They're in. My band is in. It's a day to celebrate.
It's not a day to celebrate.
Oh my God, you're so sad about it. I think
it's ridiculous. I just think it's absolutely ridiculous. More distractions and more distractions. And I don't know what happened to the Republican Party. I want it back. And I think it's just silliness. I've never seen a time in history where things operated like this, and it's not a good thing.
Man, so people are going to take it, and that thing is the thing that got you.
Dude, if you're willing to sell out because your band gets an award,
yes,
good.
I am.
All right,
that's my band. They made it. It shows who I am, right?
It does.
That's right. It's why my band finally made it. God dang it. God bless America. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Kennedy Center Honors. That's a big deal. I'm trying to get Peter Criss on the line. All of them have accepted. They have not been in the same room since the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They've not hung out, but all of them have accepted the award, along with Sylvester Stallone has, George Strait has. I've not heard about Gloria Gaynor, though. So, Angel, you think that maybe she's going to be a holdout?
I don't know if it's again. I don't know anything about this lady. I know the song. I know that the different couples here in the station that are friendly with this lady. But if I was just speculating, again, it's pure wild ass speculation on my part, because I know that he's been getting shut down right and left by using songs on the campaign trail. A lot of these different bands that don't align with him politically are giving him ceases and desists.
Yeah.
And so I would assume that this is probably a ploy to, hey, you're going to get into the Kennedy or whatever the name
Kennedy
of the
Center Honors,
and be that award, but can we use your song on because he likes to use those types of anthems, and
make it a trade-off.
Yeah.
Also, a little bit down further on the list of news is that Trump has decided to make it a long-term extension of the federal control of D.C. so the same day you have the story that Kiss is in the Kennedy Center Honors. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep the federal control of indefinitely. I wonder why that would be. Why would you do that when the crime is down in DC? What would you need to have federal, the National Guard there for a couple years? I wonder why.
Hooking up his buddies for new deals.
Or maybe when it's time for transfer of power, we already have control. I don't know. This not just a thought. But Kiss is in the Kennedy Center Honors, so we can celebrate that. Hey, we'll take your phone calls, your texts. If you want to text us, you can 77031. I'm gonna text the people back that love Weekend Eve. We'll do that right now.
Too many of those.
There's a lot of them. There's a bunch of them. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Monsters of the Morning.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is up to speed this morning in the Orlando area, east and westbound along I-4. No slowdowns or delays to report this morning for those who need to travel on the Beach Line or the Greenway. Traffic is still moving well for those taking the 408 this morning. If you happen to come across any traffic problems, just make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium sleep at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Let their sleep experts match you with the perfect bed and get the rest you deserve. They make sleep easy. Shop Mattress Firm's best sale of the year.
Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
It's the summer clearance event at Greenway Kia, and we're racing to sell 500 new Kias. Every new Kia is clearance priced with savings up to $18,000 off MSRP, with 0% financing now available. We've got one of the area's largest Kia inventories, and we'll make deals other dealers won't. Our friendly, non-commissioned team is here to help. If you're shopping for a new Kia, visit GreenwayKias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and we want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock TG004814. Negative equity refinance expires 9/7/25.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're fixing the unfixable. Combining the use of robotics and an endoscope, our expert neurosurgeons are performing spinal fusion surgeries more safely and effectively than ever before, with smaller incisions which lead to quicker recovery times for patients. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Hey guys, Russ Rollins here. Lose weight, gain muscle, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. If you've noticed a lack in energy lately, how about brain fog, trouble in the bedroom? Well, you probably have low T. It's more common than you think, and it is treatable. Truth is, men today have 20% lower testosterone than even our dads had. Ugh, yeah, man. Hey, but there's a solution to it. You'll find it at Red Mountain Weight Loss. They offer full-strength testosterone as an injection or a tablet, and we're not talking about supplements here. No, we're talking about prescription-only testosterone because no supplement can match the boost you get from actual testosterone. It'll give you more energy, greater focus, better sleep, and lean muscle mass, and you're also going to have a better sex drive. It is a game changer. Book your free video consultation with one of their licensed doctors today and regain your energy, your strength, your vitality. For a limited time, they're even going to waive their startup fee. So go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com. Red Mountain Weight Loss, real testosterone, real doctors, and real results.
Celebrate your love this summer at International Diamond Center and get a free romantic getaway on us. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time at IDC. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free trip. It's a great time to get that engagement ring and let IDC buy your honeymoon. Here's how it works. If you spend $3,500, IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel getaway with a $100 Visa card for spending. Choose from a dozen romantic cities. Or spend $5,000 on her jewelry and IDC will give you a 3- or 4-night luxury cruise for 2. Spend $10,000 and you'll get a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort. Choose from 4 countries. Listen, if you're getting engaged, celebrating an anniversary, or just want to get away for some romance, IDC has it covered. You buy the ring, we'll give the getaway. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. Details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Mullet Millennial, and Waterford Lakes.
You want to see basketball played the way it's supposed to be? Tune in to Ice Cube's Big Three this summer. Watch stars like Dwight Howard, Kemba Walker, Joe Johnson, Michael Beasley, and many more, along with Hall of Fame coaches. Experience the fast pace and physical play and fun action that defines the game. You know what it is. It's the Big Three. Catch the best professional 3-on-3 players in the world live every weekend on CBS and Vice. Oh, yay.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like 80s Rock Ride, featuring Van Halen, Billy Idol, Aerosmith, Def Leppard, and more for your summer road trips. Crank it up all summer. 80s Rock Ride, commercial-free 24/7.
I stay for a white wedding.
Just open the free iHeartRadio app and find your next summer preset now.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
So someone in the texting, by the way, thank you to everybody who texted us this morning. I tried to text everybody back that I could. And someone said, oh, Russ, he didn't mean that. He was just joking about renaming the Kennedy Center Honors. That's not what I'm reading here. I'm reading that Congress is working on renaming it the Donald J. Trump Center for Performing Arts. I mean, I guess he is also running for King. What's that when you're very... not hypocritical. What's the other word? Narcissist, King Narcissist. Because not only is he wanting to change it to his name, but also he wants to run it. He's going to host it. He's going to pick everybody for the Kennedy Center Honors.
Yeah, all very normal stuff.
When you do that, okay, and when you do the Kennedy Center Honors, I mean, he might be changing the whole way they do it, but the way they've done it before. The only bands I remember that have been in Kennedy Center Honors, I know Led Zeppelin was entered. There's only like a handful of bands that have been honored in that way. Led Zeppelin being one, and I can't remember any of the others, to be honest with you. But when they do it, like, they don't perform. They just kind of sit up in a balcony and watch as other bands perform their music for them, right? So for me, it's just funny to think that the guys from Kiss are going to be sitting up in a box somewhere. They don't get along, you know. At least two of them don't get along with Paul and Gene, but they'll have to get along that night, I guess.
Yeah. Other bands that have been last year was Grateful Dead.
Oh, they were entered.
The year before was Queen Latifah. I guess you could count as a band.
That's a single performer.
Garth Brooks in 2020.
Okay.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay, I didn't know they had been in. Okay, that's good.
Cher.
Oh, she wouldn't have been this year.
Oh, my girl Gloria Estefan is in there. 2017. What's up?
That's right. That's good.
Let's see. I'm looking for full bands. Like Sting is in there. Not a full band. Billy Joel.
Yeah, not a whole lot of bands have been entered. So I think Led Zeppelin.
What are you talking about, Russ? You got the Who, Led Zeppelin, the Eagles, Earth, Wind, and Fire, U2, Grateful Dead. Those are all bands.
Good. Yeah, that's just like 5, right? That's what I heard this morning. Is there was only like a handful, like 5.
No, there's more. That's just the most recent.
Who else you got?
Hold on a second. Let me go here.
They made a big deal about how not many bands had been entered, so it was rare for an entire band to be. But a handful. Anyway, there are some. Anyway, my point being is that when a band is entered, basically they sit and they watch as another band performs for them.
They're honored,
and they said that they have not they've not picked the band that will do their stuff.
Kid Rock.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Yeah. A lot of people thought he was going to induct Kid Rock because Kid Rock's been so super. And boy, that would be a little crazy.
Kid Rock ain't done nothing.
But Kid Rock though might be the band that performs for the Kennedy, that night. And it's going to be like it's going to be on television. It's like a TV. It's like a TV show. It's a big fundraising event. If you want to go to this, you can go. Like, it's open to the public, but it's super expensive because it's a fundraiser for the the Kennedy Center Honors, the Performing Arts, or whatever. So, what band do you think would?
It's Kid Rock.
You think for sure?
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Maybe
Kid Rock or like Lee Greenwood again.
No, but it's
they haven't decided it yet. But
it's been decided, Russ.
You think so?
I mean, this is the part where like don't believe everything in the sense of that this has been the system that they're doing. He's going to everyone that he's going to pick there that to be in this thing are people that are in his pocket. Kid Rock has been a vocal advocate
without a doubt. Yeah,
and so when you think about the things that like musical stylings that would fit to what Kid Rock does,
he's about the only one.
It's going to be fairly easy for him to do a couple songs from the Kiss catalog.
And then they ended up with Rock and Roll All Night.
Yeah. I'm looking at the list of the top Republican rock stars, right?
Okay, yeah, who we got?
And so the number one is Ted Nugent.
Oh, yeah.
Nuge.
Now, Ted Nugent used to open up for Kiss, so that actually might be a connection.
Kid Rock, then Elvis Presley comes in number 3, and number 4 is Gene Simmons of Kiss.
For a Republican?
Republican.
Okay, that makes sense.
Republican rockers. Then Meatloaf.
No, he's dead.
He's dead.
He's not around anymore.
Dave Mustaine of, what was that, Megadeth?
Of Megadeth?
Yeah. Sammy Hagar.
Really?
Joe Perry of Aerosmith.
Well, they would
of course,
not.
Mike Love of the Beach Boys. They might get the Beach Boys up there.
They would not get Joe Perry from Aerosmith because they have beef. Like the Aerosmith and Kiss have beef, so they would not honor them. Yeah, they would not honor them.
Okay, man, I'm scrolling down. A lot of these names I don't know. What
about Foo Fighters?
The Foo Fighters would never do this.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
Because
what?
He's a huge fan of Kiss, though. Lead singer of
but
I don't think. I mean, again, it's up to him, whatever he wants to do. But
I don't know. Ever since he cheated on his wife, who knows?
Well, yeah. From everything that they've done in the past, the shows that they've done to help LGBT people and our communities and all that kind of stuff.
If it was to honor Kiss, they wouldn't do it.
I don't think he would give an F.
Right.
Alice Cooper's on this list, number 9.
Ooh, see, I don't think Alice Cooper would honor Kiss because there's an argument that Kiss sort of stole his gimmick and just made it for all the, because Alice Cooper was around before.
You're getting hung up on this rock minutia arguments and everything. I'm telling you, these guys think of a different level, and I would not be surprised to see Aerosmith there because again, they're honoring the seat. You're like look at you cringe.
I mean,
I guarantee you.
You're gonna have Steven Tyler to honor Paul Stanley. They would never do it.
Sure he would.
Again, you're getting hung up on the rock arguments. You're like in the 70s when you were a teenager.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, today, a lot of these guys would do it because again, they're respecting the office. And if they were asked, they would be, and that would be their excuse. They're not going to be hung up on a argument or a beef that they had at the beginning of their careers.
People are saying, "Oh yeah, Dave Grohl does not like Donald Trump, so he wouldn't do it." Okay, all right, that makes sense. Out of everyone you said, I don't know how Sammy Hagar feels about Donald Trump, but he would be good, His whole band, or you could do like an all-star band where you just pick different people, like get Slash from over here and get Sammy Hagar over here, and maybe get what's his name? What's the first guy? The first guy you said?
Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him involved. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gross. Either way.
Huh?
It's all gross. Either way.
Well, it is what it is. What
I know it's your band, David.
It is my band. Yep. It is my band. Finally, they're getting the recognition they deserve.
It's so stupid. That's such a stupid stance in 2025. They're one of the most well-known rock bands of all time.
Yeah, but you didn't live through all the hate. I
don't have to live through the hate. It's the same victim mentality that comes with like a lot of comedians and stuff too, or people in power where they're like, oh, they're out trying to get us, and like you guys are the top people. Like you're literally the people in government. You're literally at the top of the comedy game. You're literally at the top of the music game. No one's coming for you. You are the one. You are the man.
It's funny. Yesterday when we brought up something, I forget what it was, and someone was saying, I was telling you how I only like to try to watch stuff that's relevant now, and someone said, oh yeah, but you talk about wrestling and Kiss, and I'm like, Well, yeah, Kiss is still relevant, and this is proof of it because it's all in the news today. So Kiss is still relevant, and then wrestling. I mean, you look up, it's on like every platform. They makes billions of dollars. They just sold to ESPN for billions of dollars. Both those things are still super relevant. Not that everybody likes them. Not everybody likes wrestling. I get that, and not everybody likes Kiss. Get that too. And listen, don't you know that when I saw this yesterday, I was like, oh God, of all the people. Why my band? But then I had to think about it. I'm like, you know what? In history, 100 years from now, my band will be remembered. They won't remember, what Donald Trump was or wasn't.
Asterisk year.
No, it won't. They won't do that. It won't be an asterisk.
If you're circumventing the entire voting and nomination process, and you got the guy coming in on an institution that is supposed to be, by the way, there's laws in place to make this a nonpartisan institution, and you're coming in and you're like, I'm doing everything. That's an asterisk year.
And then he also said there were woke artists that I turned down, which is so crappy. It's so bad to say that. It is so it kind of ruins, and it does tarnish the whole thing that a president would say, oh yeah, we had some artists that we're going to, but they're wokey woke, so I didn't want them.
Yeah, but
that makes it so bad.
Well, but it's, again, that's part of their game plan. That's what they have been doing. They want to separate us. They want to marginalize us. They want to make us beef. We got a guy over here already, you scream texting at us. Oh, well, the option was Kamala Harris, so this is way better.
Who's talking about Kamala Harris? She didn't come up.
Yeah, but no, this is what it was texted in by one of our Trumper guys, right? And it's like, wow, this is better. You fundamentally, you see what's going on to our country, and you think this is individually, as a person watching all of this, you feel this is better. Lets me know everything I need to know about you.
Yeah. Hey, do you I am, just so you know, I'm tongue in cheek kidding about the Kiss thing. I mean, obviously, as soon as I saw it, I'm not a Trump fan at all, and I was like, oh man, but I am glad my band's being honored. I mean, to be honest, but this whole thing that the president has now asked for long-term extension for federal control of DC. And I understand there's a lot of conspiracy theories or whatever, but the big conspiracy theory is the reason he's doing it in DC is because when there's supposed to be a transfer of power, he's going to have he's going to have control of DC already and won't have to worry about it. Is that crazy talk? I mean, and for those
what's crazy to me is he knows how to call up the National Guard now, and he didn't know how to do it January 6th. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, that's when I've seen the worst. The worst crime in DC was January 6th, and all of those people were pardoned because they were on Trump's side. Yeah. That is absolutely crazy. But
DC is such a weird spot. I was trying to figure out how DC even operates. I mean, I knew a little bit just from social studies and school and whatnot, but the fact that it's like an autonomous place that has 700,000 people in it. 700,000. It makes it bigger than the states of Alaska, Wyoming, and another one.
So why bring in the National Guard for such a small area?
And they can't vote. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
They can't vote in elections. And they have this autonomous thing where the mayor is sort of acts like a governor, but doesn't have full gubernatorial powers in the way where the mayor can't control the National Guard, the president can, and they can create laws unless Congress doesn't like those laws, and then Congress can then vote on the laws on DC. It's so weird.
So is it a crazy conspiracy theory that the president now had, when crime was going down in that area, to bring in the National Guard, and now announcing the same day he announces Kiss is going to be in the the Kennedy Center honors, they announce, we're going to do long-term extension of the federal control of DC. But back to Kiss and back to George Strait and back to you guys like all these people, right? Well, let's talk about that. That's going to get all the news. Is it and for you Trumpers, I know there's a lot of you Trumpers who are texting us, and
it's the same. No, there's not a lot, Russ. There's the same three guys.
But you three guys, do you think it's a weird or an out of control conspiracy theory that your president has extended a long-term federal control of DC? When it doesn't seem to be Chicago is worse than DC. That is by the books. You can go by the books. That's much worse. Why are you sending the National Guard to DC?
But because he's going to do so. If you're going down and seeing how this is playing out, it's going to happen in DC first, and it's happening there first because, like Ryan just mentioned, it's easier for him with the mechanisms that he has in place to basically use the federal government to do that because, quote, it's not a state, it's all these things. Mm-hmm. But this is the template. This is how it's going to go down.
Right.
The next place could potentially be Chicago. More than likely, it's going to be one of the cities in California because him and Gavin Newsom are about to have an all-out brawl,
Yeah.
So he does it there just to show that he can do it, and he can do it there and get away with it.
So you think that's the overall reason? You don't think it's because he wants to keep control of Washington, D.C. because he doesn't want to relinquish power at the end of his term?
Well, there is that argument. And again, when you ask the governor of Texas, hey, I need to pick up 56 seats, and Texas goes ahead and says, yeah, let's go ahead and realign our districts, right? That lets you know he's telegraphing all these things, and he's done this all along, and we've just all thought, oh, he wouldn't do that. He has some decency. He wouldn't do that. And at every point, he has done the unthinkable.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wanted to ask the Trumpomaniacs that are texting us. I mean, just be honest. Do you think it's would be out of his character to keep the National Guard there so he doesn't have to relinquish power at the end of his term? I don't think it's out of his character. Obviously, he's proved before he would do something like that. And a lot of things are conspiracy theories, but this, hey, we're going to extend this long-term federal control, and then also we're going to announce that the KISS is going to be, it's like, hey, look over here because we're doing something over here. It does seem like that is 100% what's going on.
Wow, that's what I like to call release the Epstein list. Like, just do that, because that must be bad. That's what I'm thinking. These distractions just keep getting more and more weird and ridiculous. But I don't know. I'm a Republican. I've never been a Trump guy. I have guys in my party that I liked a lot. But I get really frustrated with this kind of stuff because I remember when this all happened, I would talk about Project 2025, and then these people would get the text, like, that's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. There's literally, they do tell you what they're going to do.
Like half of that stuff's happening.
More than half. They're at 75% of it right now.
This is the part that's funny, right? The guys the same 5 guys that Texas, the anti-BLM guy, the Trumper dude, all these guys, right? And when we were bringing up Project 2025, oh, that's not going to happen. We have, you guys texted that stuff in.
Record of it.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. That's just right. Every single thing of that has happened, and not one of you guys have addressed. Not one of you guys have texted in to be like, you know what, I was wrong. They did do that because again, you're conditioned not to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We're living in the most weird censored time. Our rights are being stripped away from us, left and right. The whole internet's becoming this weird censored nonsense place now with these bills that are coming out.
What you should be worried about is that guy who says whatever he thinks or whatever he wants is going to sit down with President Putin in Alaska in the next couple days, and who knows what kind of. You can't trust what's going to come out of his mouth.
I think you can. That's the thing. You absolutely can. Everything he said he's gonna do, he does it.
No,
I don't think there's a joking quality to him.
Yeah, no, I agree with Ryan in that regard, Russ. Go back.
So he flat out said if they don't do what he wants, then I don't think he said there's going to be hell to pay, but he said something like there's going to be extreme consequences. It's like, now you're threatening Russia? Hey, can we not do that? Can we please not threaten them on the way to go to talk to them in Alaska? Can we be cool?
I think, again, there's a lot of posturing going on there. It looks good. It plays well in front of the cameras. It plays well for his base. Oh, look, he's being tough on this guy. We'll see.
We'll see what happens. Kiss is being honored.
You want some tickets?
I want tickets to go. God bless you, Kiss. All right, don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Monsters of the Morning.
You can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings.
Football training camps continue at UCF. The Knights are working towards the season opener. They kick it off 2 weeks from tonight against Jacksonville State. News from NFL camps in Miami. Dolphins edge rusher Chop Robinson was carted off the field during a joint practice with the Lions. The good news, though, Robinson on social media announced the injury is not serious. Baseball last night, the Florida teams both won. The Marlins blasted Cleveland, and the Rays took down the A's. I'm Matt McCoy.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 or older. Age and eligibility vary by jurisdiction.
Hey, man, they're going nationwide, and you can say you heard about them here first. We're the first place that they advertise with, and it's kicking off great. It's Eye Candy Energy Drink. The official drink of the summer is Eye Candy Energy Drink, and now it's going national. So when you hear about them other places, you're like, man, Monsters first started talking about them. Eye Candy Energy Drink was developed right here in Central Florida. We're the first people to start telling you about them, and they've got 3 great flavors you're going to see a lot more of. It's, you got the original flavor that's sugar-free, and sugar-free cotton candy. That's the one I like. It's a Eye Candy Energy Drink. It's great as a mixer or just drink it by itself. It's not too sweet. It's not overly sweet. It's got a nice little flavor to it. I think you'll love it. It's Eye Candy Energy Drink. You can get it, find out where it is closest to you by going to eyecandyenergydrink.com. That's eyecandyenergydrink.com.
Liz went from being interested in true crime to living true crime.
My husband comes back and he's shaking. And he said, your dad's been killed.
This is Hands Tied, a true crime podcast exploring the murder of Jim Melgar.
I was just completely in shock.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Hands Tied, and listen now.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com. Here in Orlando, we know life doesn't slow down for anything, especially a broken garage door. Since 2002, Precision Garage Door Service has been proudly serving the Orlando community. Local and reliable, our techs are ready to provide you a same-day service. And there's no charge for a service call, and seniors, military, first responders, and teachers get a 5% discount. Whether it's a stuck door or a snap spring, we've got you covered right when you need it the most. Call Precision Garage Door Service today or visit us online. Precision Garage Door Service. Garage doors done right.
We get it. Rates are up, headlines are loud, and buying your first home feels more confusing than ever. But even in uncertain times, the right guidance makes all the difference. At the Nickley Group, we help first-time buyers in Central Florida cut through the noise. We break down the numbers, explain your options, and find smart solutions. Because your first home shouldn't be a gamble. It should be a game changer.
Call Nickley.
The Nickley Group, Orlando's home team. Confidence in every key. TheNickleyGroup.com.
The Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty.
Can you believe it's already August with kids getting ready to go back to school and we're heading into the height of the hurricane season? That's why having the right windows and doors makes such a difference. And here to help me explain why is Chelsea from Renewal by Andersen.
Thanks, Deborah. Renewal by Andersen's acclaimed impact windows and doors are engineered to withstand high-velocity impacts, providing enhanced protection against flying debris during storms, keeping your home safe and secure.
As always, Renewal by Andersen has a great deal to help you get started. Chelsea, what are you offering in August?
We're excited to offer our triple savings month. $300 off windows and $825 off patio doors. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months.
Bonus offer, the first 50 callers get a free True Scene insect screen upgrade.
Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Just like Chelsea said, visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Official part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Ninja Frost Vault is Drinking Food's favorite cooler. The cold, dry zone that keeps food separate, dry, and fridge temp for days. No more soggy sandwiches, where heavy-duty strength meets premium ice retention. Shop at your local Sam's Club or ninjakitchen.com for the Ninja Frost Vault.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You want to Want to see basketball played the way it's supposed to be? Tune in to Ice Cube's Big 3 this summer. Watch stars like Dwight Howard, Kemba Walker, Joe Johnson, Michael Beasley, and many more, along with Hall of Fame coaches. Experience the fast pace and physical play and fun action that defines the game. You know what it is. It's the Big 3. Catch the best professional 3-on-3 players in the world live every weekend on CBS and Vice. Oh, yay, yay.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm going to go to Carl Black today. One of the things I talk about every once in a while, but I don't talk about in detail, is the fact that you can take your vehicle to Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC, East Colonial Drive, 1 block west of Alafaya. They've got 50 service bays. So if you need to get your vehicle taken care of quickly, man, they've got so many folks there that can work on it and help you. And I've got some tire issues with my Blazer, so they're going to take care of that for me today over at Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC. They do full service after the sale when you go to Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC. If you've got a business, doesn't matter what size business, they can help you with fleet vehicles. They've got 5 acres. Imagine 5 acres, right? That's a lot. 5 acres of fleet vehicles to help you with if you need 1 or if you need 25 trucks, they can help you with that at Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC. Work vans, cargo vans, they got it all. When I was there, they had fire trucks and ambulances. That's all true. They did, and it's Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC. They've got special deals going on right now on the 2025 Equinox, the 2025 EV Blazer, and EV Silverado, all at Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC, East Colonial Drive, 1 block west of Alafaya. Make sure you tell them that Russ Rollins and the Monster sent you.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Mix and match scents to create your own unique scent combo that is as unique as you are. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
The true definition of kicking the hornet's nest was this morning. That's exact, and I knew it. What is probably nice, and Angel did point it out, and I went back and looked, and he's right, is that, as opposed to about maybe 3 years ago, if you brought up anything political, and just so you guys know, as the host of this show, I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to get into the weeds of politics. Why? Well, guess what? We get paid to get ratings and for people to listen to the show and want to, listen and like us, right? So whenever you say something negative about Donald Trump or you say something negative about Biden or whatever, you got half the audience pissed off at you, and then, and then it's some people get pissed off and they don't listen. So talking politics is not my favorite thing to do. But when politics intersects with my favorite band of all time, obviously Russ is going to talk about it. If I didn't, I'd be a moron. And a lot of times we have to talk about things that are going on politically because it's pop culture. It's happening. It's what's on the top of our mind. And I'm looking, and there only are about 4 Trumpers that are all pissed off right now, but they're still here. They're still listening. Everyone else is on the other
here's
side.
The irony of all of that is, Russ, is that as much as they want to argue with us and say that they hate us,
here every day.
They've been here, and we have the receipts. You've been listening to us for the last 15 years.
They're more active than the other people.
Yeah.
This guy, one Trumper guy is like every day, 50 times a day he's talking to him.
Yeah.
And then other people are like, oh, Russ, you need to shut Ryan up. No, I don't. I knew Ryan was going to be upset. I knew Angel wasn't going to like what I was going to say. I did it on purpose. And I do it because they have the right to feel the way they feel.
Makes for compelling radio.
It's compelling radio. I understand how it makes Ryan feel. I'm not going to stop him from saying what he feels. And then guess what? Half the audience feels that way too. They're like, screw Kiss. Who cares if Kiss is going to be at Kennedy Center Honors? Of course I'm going to be happy. What did you expect me to do? Of course. That's my favorite band. They've been, for most of my life, people are like, they suck. They're terrible. So for me, it's like, aha, there you go. They got another honor. But in reality, trust me, I'm not a big Trumper at all. And when I saw it, I rolled my eyes and go, oh God, why? But I'm going to lean into the fun of it. And because that's all you can do. I can't get like Ryan and get super upset and sad because of politics. I don't
I'm not
look
super upset. I just have a stance, and I'm willing to stick by my stance and not waver because my band got picked.
Well, I do. I'm also doing a radio show, Ryan. But I don't view everything through politics, right? I don't view everything through political. Not everything is a political story for me, but there are people, and I'm looking at you guys, man. And no matter what we say, if politics comes up, it's just it's crazy how it really does affect some people. It's like all they think about. It's like
it's been the fascinating thing, and history will teach it. Hopefully, we'll learn from this, and it'll teach us, because we can see this that's happened in other empires and other rise and falls of empires.
Yeah,
perfect example that this is an era of time where this regime has been able to convince people to vote against their self-interests. Whether it's the Cubans, whether it's the gay community, they've convinced you to vote against your self-interest.
Yeah,
and then. What's also interesting to do is that, for example, there's a gentleman here, and it's, again, we have all the receipts. This guy a few weeks ago had nothing but great things to say about me. I had all these wonderful flowery things today.
Now I hate you.
And then today, right? And I didn't even say, I don't
you
think
didn't say that much.
Yeah, I don't think I've said anything.
Ryan said more.
Yeah, I said anything controversial, and this guy wants to come at me sideways, and I'm like, and then he makes and here's the part of it, and this is the part where, again, the division of it all, right?
Yeah.
Because he goes on lengthy explanation and everything, but at the end of it, he's like, but I'm an American and I can do this. Trying to imply that I'm not an American.
Oh, so I wouldn't take it like that.
No, you could read it. That's exactly what he was doing. Right? And so, again, just to put out the bona fides, right? Born in Vandenberg Air Force Base, California. My father was 27 years in the United States military. My birth certificate says born in America, USA born. Raised predominantly in southern states, southern military states, or military air bases.
Let me ask a question though. Do you think you might have personalized that sentence? Because if
no,
I could say, well, I'm an American and I can say these things. I'm not implying that you're not an American.
Yeah, that's exactly why you do that. You could read it for yourself. The text is there.
Yeah.
That's and again, that's the language that we've moved to nowadays.
What's sad is that we should realize that, I don't want to say both sides, but maybe let's say both sides to be fair, are trying to divide us. And we shouldn't let that happen. Like, why can't Ryan give his opinion? I give my opinion. We're not mad at each other. Why can't it be that way? Why can't we say what we feel? Hey, this is the way we look at it. And then those of you who are big Trump fans go, okay, well, I look at it differently. Let's just go on with the show. Why is it got to be hate? Why is it got to be name calling? Why is it? And it's because the guy that's the president is a name caller, and he calls people names, and he does it. And so that's their leader. So they do that. And that's what I don't like about Donald Trump. I don't like a name caller. I don't like a bully. I hate bullies. That guy's a bully, and that's why I don't like him.
They're cool with it until you're the one that does it, right? So when you become the bully and you start name calling and doing, and you're pointing it at their guy, and all of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah.
But if you go lockstep with the guy and call out the same people and make those same things, then everyone's cool with it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, all right, so there you go. There was our political time. Now when we come back, it's trivia time. Your chance to win some stuff, so get on the line. The telephone number is 407-916-1041. It is trivia time, so get on the line. You're listening to the Match of the Morning.
Your 30 seconds of airtime awaits. The TalkBack feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Looking at a good ride so far this morning in the Orlando area. For those who need to take I-4 east or westbound this morning, traffic is up to speed so far north and southbound. For those taking Florida's Turnpike, no delays to report for those who need to take the Beach Line or the Greenway this morning. If you come across any traffic problems, just make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice: continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
Summertime means poker time, and your shot at Vegas. Get ready for the Real Radio Texas Hold'em Charity Poker Tournament, presented by JustCallMo.com, benefiting the mustard seed of Central Florida. It's all going down Saturday, August 16th at the Orlando Science Center, and the top player wins a trip to Las Vegas. Our poker tournament may be sold out, but you can still bid on a seat at the Solar Source final table in our live auction. Plus, you can hang with your favorite Real Radio personalities in the That Mortgage Guy Don Casino. Enjoy food from Hard Rock Cafe Orlando and a free drink courtesy of Mills Air. Casino passes are on sale now. Don't miss out. Get all the details at realradio.fm/poker. Thanks to Just Call Mo, Solar Source, That Mortgage Guy Don, Mills Air, Hard Rock Cafe Orlando, and Fun Planners.
Can you believe kids are already going back to school? And while it's hard to admit, that means another allergy season is just around the corner. Set your appointment today at Aspire Allergy and Sinus and find a solution for the whole family. Studies show that kids with allergies have a hard time concentrating in school and have more absences than those without allergies. So what are you waiting for? Go to aspireallergy.com and book your appointment today. That's aspireallergy.com.
Insurance companies often play tough, offering you the bare minimum for your injuries. But why settle for less? With me, Mo DeWitt, your Orlando injury attorney, you pay nothing unless we win. Don't let the insurance companies push you around. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
It's the summer clearance event at Greenway Kia, and the race is on to sell 500 new Kias this month. Every new Kia is clearance priced with savings up to $18,000 off MSRP. And when you trade in your vehicle, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy it, meaning you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book value. Best of all, our friendly, non-commissioned sales team is here to help, not hustle. I'm Joe Rossi, and we want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock TG004814. Negative equity refinance expires 9/7/25.
Sunnyside drains.
My shower's clogged. I think it needs to be snaked.
A snake? Where?
No, a plumbing snake.
Is it near me?
I should have called Frank Gay.
I'm hiding under the desk for safety.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
For clogged drains in your home, trust our highly trained techs who aren't afraid of a little snake. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
And we are back talking all things connectivity with Spectrum customers Kev and Melissa. So tell us, how long have you been with Spectrum, and how important is a reliable internet connection?
We've been Spectrum customers since we moved 12 years ago. The first thing we did is sign up for Spectrum Internet.
You get a lease, you get it Wi-Fi.
Yes,
immediately.
We need that. We had Spectrum Wi-Fi before our couch got here.
That's true. That's a true story.
I'll sleep on the floor, but I won't go to bed with no internet.
You heard it here. Switch to Spectrum now.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for Eustace Roofing. Look, hurricane season is here. Is your roof ready? If not, schedule your new roof replacement right now and receive 15% off during their end of summer sale. Look, this Florida weather is not going to wait. Why should you? Take advantage of Eustace Roofing's end of summer 15% off sale. Eustace Roofing covers all of Central Florida, and they've been in business for 65 years. To get your free estimate today, just visit eustaceroofing.com. The real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts. It's Eustace Roofing.
Celebrate your love this summer at International Diamond Center and get a free romantic getaway on us. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time at IDC. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free trip. It's a great time to get that engagement ring and let IDC buy your honeymoon. Here's how it works. If you spend $3,500, IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel getaway with a $100 Visa card for spending. Choose from a dozen romantic cities. Or spend $5,000 on her jewelry and IDC will give you a 3- or 4-night luxury cruise for 2. Spend $10,000 and you'll get a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort. Choose from 4 countries. Listen, if you're getting engaged, celebrating an anniversary, or just want to get away for some romance, IDC has it covered. You buy the ring, we'll give the getaway. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. Details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Mullet Millennial, and Waterford Lakes.
GimmeTheVin.com wants to buy your car. Say goodbye to dealing with dealerships, private sale tire kickers, and get a true buy offer for your car. GimmeTheVin.com puts your car right on the money, providing you with a hassle-free online option to sell your car for more. It's as simple as going to GimmeTheVin.com and entering your car's VIN number or license plate number. You can go to any one of the office locations or they'll come to you. It's easy and it's fast. GimmeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Good day to you. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. It's going to be hot today. No surprise, being the middle of August, but man, oh man. Heat index today pushing 108 degrees. There's a heat advisory in effect by the National Weather Service from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Only a 40% chance for a late day storm to provide some relief. Otherwise, just steamy. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice: continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got questions after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Making his way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, Triple R, Russ Ray Rollins.
Hey, Triple R segment of 7 brought to you by WeAreBeyondABank.com. Now, for years, you heard me call them WeAreNotTheBanks.com. Well, now they're bigger and better than ever, and they got a new website. It's WeAreBeyondABank.com. Brad Siebert and his team have partnered up with Luminette Bank, and now they're more flexible than ever, and now they're licensed in all 50 states. It's WeAreBeyondABank.com. Anyone listening right now, like I got someone who's listening right now in Virginia, someone listening in Texas.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. When you text us like that, we appreciate that. But you can nationwide, you can use Brad Siebert if you need a construction loan, you need commercial lending, you need if you want to do like I just recently did and did the Move Up Buyers program and realized I don't really like this house. I should be in a better house, and was able to use the equity in the house I had in Apopka and move to this beautiful place I have in Winter Haven. So glad I did it with Brad Siebert. He did an excellent job. If you want to do the same thing, just pick up your cell phone, dial #250, and say the keyword Luminate. That's Luminate. They'll get you a hold of Brad Siebert. It's NMLS ID number 150953, Equal Housing and Fair Lending. You'll have the option to receive a one-time, it's only going to be a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia to make sure you get that call. So it's just pick up your cell phone, dial #250, say the word Luminate, and you'll be connected. What's up, guys? I'm Russ Rollins along with Ryan and Angel. Man, I had another really horrible, funny, kind of horrible story to tell you. I was going to just start off with, but we started off with Kiss and went down that road and we handled that early. But I got another good story to tell you after this. But it is trivia time. So I see the lines are packed. Let's find out what prizes we have in the prize pinata.
Russ, today's prize pinata is brought to you by the Mount Dora Comedy Night. Sabrina Ambra from the News Junkies, the next headliner on Saturday, August the 23rd, and she'll be bringing her comedy along with Miguel Colon, Emily Fontano, DK Remner, and Ken Miller, and C-Lane's going to be there. I will be DJing for you as well. Saturday, August the 23rd at the Mount Dora Music Hall, presented by Discovery Lake County. Doors are at 6:30, shows at 8. Get your tickets at realradio.fm/comedy. It's going to be a fantastic, fun night. Remember, I'm on the tunes there. It'll be a really fun hangout night, and getting to see the comedic stylings of everybody that's on the bill. It's going to be a lot of fun.
What a great venue, too.
Yeah.
That is an awesome venue. We've done a couple shows there, and it is awesome. So, yeah, go see Sabrina and Angel. It'll be good. And then Ken Miller. It'll be great. Miguel Colon, too. Yeah, love him, yeah.
All right, up first, we got a pair of tickets to MVP 2-day boxing event at Caribe Royale, Orlando, and that's going to be August 22nd and 23rd. Boxing fans, Jake Paul and his team from MVP are bringing back-to-back events to Caribe Royale, Orlando. So that's going to be the 22nd and the 23rd. If you want to get your tickets, go get them at Ticketmaster.com or Ticketmaster or CaribeRoyale.com boxing. We also
I don't know,
have
Jake Paul had like a stable of boxers.
Yeah,
as well.
no. So this is the weird space that he is in, right? He's got his own boxing promotion outfit. He's been very, very instrumental in the Puerto Rican champion. I just forgot her name. Sorry, but in her corner, helping her get her fights and everything. Whatever you got to
say about them, good at business, man.
Yeah, and whatever criticisms that we have of him as a boxer, as far as his promotion company and the boxers that he's
bringing boxing back to the mainstream.
Yeah, bring it up. He's been about that. So it's a dichotomy that he is. We got a pair of tickets to go to Gatorland, Florida. It's an awesome, fun place to go to. Savannah's out of town, but this is still great visit and a great fun time out there.
It is, man. If you haven't been to Gatorland in a while, or maybe you've never been, I think it's a great day, especially if you take kids. But even if you don't take kids, it's a great date day,
Absolutely. And then we got a pair of tickets to see Coheed and Cambria at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater on September the 6th. And those are the prizes in today's prize pinata, Russ.
Thank you, sir. Who do we have that wants to play a little bit of trivia?
We got a bunch of folks that want to play trivia, Russ. We got Kyle, Dave, Kevin, Matt, and Mike.
Kyle, Dave, Kevin, Matt, and Mike. Wow.
And one of these guys is calling from the Dominican Republic.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
Who do you want?
Who do you want?
Well, somebody from the Dominican Republic can't use a prize.
Well, maybe he's there on vacation and he's up early and he's listening to the monsters.
Oh, by the way, speaking of vacation, I just got a text from Daisy Del Toro, who's in Paris right now, and she said she's in an area where she can't actually call in. She's going to talk to us next week, but she misses us and she
Son of a bitch.
Daisy said, say hi to everybody.
Thank you, guys. Amanda Serrano, she's the Puerto Rican champion, and he's been very, very instrumental in not just her, but women's boxing in general, going back to Jake Paul and his MVP production team. So, all right, so we'll talk to Dave then.
All right, Dave. Dave, how you doing, buddy?
It's actually Dan from the Dominican Republic.
All right. Dan, okay, and you live there?
Not anymore, but I have a Dominican wife.
Okay.
So I like coming down here for 30 years. I worked here for 10 back in the 80s.
Where in the Dominican Republic are you right now?
Santo Domingo right now.
Oh, I've been there. All right.
All right. Well, Dan, I got a trivia question for you. If you get it right, you're the King Dan. You get to plug and promote whatever you want. If you don't get it, don't worry. You got two guys here that can help you. You've got Angel and you've got Ryan. Are you ready, Dan?
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Name the first child actor to ever get $1 million for a movie. Who is the first child actor to get $1 million for a movie?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to go with the girl who's on E.T. What's her name?
No. Good answer. Can you come up with her name?
Oh, what's her name? It's probably wrong anyhow. It's a girl, you said?
I said name the first child actor to ever get $1 million for a movie. I think you're looking for Drew Barrymore. Is that what you're thinking?
Drew Barrymore. That's right.
It is not Drew Barrymore. Who would you like to help?
That's a good pull, though.
That was a good pull, eventually.
Who would you like to help you? Do you want Ryan Holmes or do you want Angel Rivera?
How about Ryan?
Ryan Holmes.
This is a great one to pick for me because I know this one. I remain it.
Name. Who was the first child actor to ever get $1 million for a movie?
All right, let me romaine this real quick. This child actor came from a very talented family, it turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and with including a brother that is clearly a way better actor than he is, or maybe not. I don't know, because we never got to see the full arc of this young man, because a lot of things happened to him as he grew up. He recently did an awesome episode of Hot Ones. Did you get to see that at all? No? Okay.
We don't know. We're not supposed to know.
I was checking. I was checking to see if we knew. And that would be the one, the only, the GOAT, as far as little kid me was concerned, Macaulay Culkin.
You think Macaulay Culkin made $1 million
damn it, I remained
for Home Alone? You think they gave him do you think they gave him $1 million for Home Alone?
I remember that being a thing, yeah. And I was like, because I wanted to be Macaulay Culkin. Knowing now, I'm glad I'm not.
You think it was $1 million for Home Alone?
I think it's Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin.
I almost want to take it from you because it was for my girl, but yes, it's Macaulay Culkin. Yeah. He did Home Alone, and then they were like, "Hey, man, you're popular."
Oh yeah, Thomas J, My Girl, baby.
We're gonna put you in My Girl, and he made $1 million for that.
Weeping Willow, don't you weep?
How much do you think he made for Home Alone 2?
Ooh,
if he made $1 million for My Girl, what do you think he made for Home Alone 2?
$3 million.
He made $4.5 million. How much do you think Macaulay Culkin made for Richie Rich, which was a hunk of hell?
No, how dare you, sir? I loved Richie Rich as a kid. It was a kid's movie. I was right there for it.
So if he made $4.5 million for Home Alone 2, what do you think he made for Richie Rich?
Go $5 million.
$8 million.
Damn, Macaulay.
And then we never heard from him again.
What did he do after Richie Rich?
I don't think it didn't say.
Drugs and Michael Jackson.
No, but wasn't there like an adult? It was an R-rated movie, and he was like the.
Oh yeah, with Elijah Wood.
Right. Yeah, he was like the
It's
spawn
the
of Satan.
The other son. What the hell was that?
Yeah, that's
movie?
where he lost everybody. He started doing. They started casting him as the creepy kid in adult movies.
Yeah, what was that movie called?
I can't remember that one.
It was called The Good Son. There we go.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
but then obviously, though, his brother has
Kieran Culkin. Yeah,
he has been. Didn't he just win an Academy Award?
I believe he won something
and a Golden Globe Award.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you call Kieran like a late bloomer?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, see, for me, Kieran Culkin's been on my radar for a long time.
Yeah, but he's like you just said, you wanted to be his brother.
Right.
I would rather have his brother's career. I don't know, because Macaulay went crazy for a while. Macaulay,
he had to beef with his parents.
Yeah.
And there's you're right. There's a thing that happens when you're that young and your family gets all the money, and then you're the main breadwinner. You know, imagine being 10 years old and you are the breadwinner for the family.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you have no say.
Yeah, but that kind of money, you buy more than bread. you're a Corvette buyer.
Yeah, but you don't have any say because you're not an adult yet.
Yeah, but Kieran has won the awards. I mean, he does have an Academy Award.
Yeah.
He got it for A Real Pain in 2025,
and then for Secession, he got
several Emmys.
Emmys, yeah.
Yeah. So, but Macaulay's such an interesting dude. If you guys get the chance, watch the Hot Ones episode with Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It is good because he's just Macaulay's an artist. He's an artist. I mean, he had a band for a while. I forget what it was called. It was something called Pizza Shop something.
Why don't you watch Hot Ones, Ross?
I never really watched it. I watched it for an entire episode for the first time the other day because Cody Rhodes was on there, and it was
awesome.
He was pretty funny, right? He was cool.
But why haven't you watched it? Did you think they were disrespecting the food, or what was the hang up there?
You know what? I don't watch podcasty things like that. I don't know. I have
it's never been a podcast. It's always been a
YouTube show. Yeah,
they're doing what we're trying to do. We're trying to be a YouTube show. He's always been a YouTube show with that. It's never been quote unquote a podcast.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I think he does a great job. I think he does a good interview. So now I want to find something I should go back and watch.
He's the most successful, boring person I've ever seen.
Ryan doesn't like Sean. I'm a huge fan of Sean.
I'm not a fan of him. The thing is, he's just
to be clear,
he's nothing. You can fit anybody into that spot.
But that's what you want.
His questions are really good, though.
Right, and those questions, though, they got a team of people. That company is worth $40 million.
Yeah, but they weren't worth $40 million when they first started.
Ryan, you just like to hate on things,
he's
man.
Just so boring.
But he's supposed to be boring.
You just hate everything.
He's the Ryan Seacrest of hot sauce.
That's a great comparison.
I liked him. I thought he was pretty cool. I liked the questions he had for Cody Rhodes. I liked the way Cody Rhodes answered them. And when you get to the really hot ones, it's hard to answer the questions.
Oh, they lose it.
Because you're like, whoa. Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm so envious of you because there's so many great episodes that you get to go back and watch now with fresh eyes.
Or you could watch the most milk toast episode where he interviews Ryan Seacrest. Is that one?
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh.
So, on my drive home, I could find this podcast or whatever it is and just listen to it on the way home, right? Because it's about an hour.
Yeah, but the fun of it is it's a visual medium, and the fun of it is watching the show and watching the celebrities, how they go through that adventure of the hot sauces, and then when he asks some really poignant questions,
right,
and they're in the throes of losing it, and they give you the most honest answers.
Saying someone said the Conan O'Brien one is great. Yeah, I'll go back and watch it. Like I say, that's the first time I watched it. I enjoyed it. All right, Dan's on the line.
I forgot about that. He's in the Dominican Republic.
He's in the Dominican Republic.
Long distance.
We're going to put him on hold. We'll come back. We'll talk to Dan. You're a winner. You're a winner, Dan. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Monster of the Morning.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. from the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Looking at a good ride so far this morning in the Orlando area for those who need to take I-4 east or westbound this morning. Traffic is up to speed so far north and southbound for those taking Florida's Turnpike. No delays to report for those who need to take the Beach Line or the Greenway this morning. If you come across any traffic problems, just make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Looking for affordable blinds, shades, or shutters for your home? Don't hire an expensive pro. Check out Blindster.com, where we offer custom-made window coverings at guaranteed low prices with a team of pros ready to help you every step of the way. Blindster.com.
This message is brought to you by my friends over at Ride Smart Florida. Be considerate and share the road. Over 300,000 Floridians commute on a motorcycle regularly. Always check your mirrors and blind spots for motorcyclists. You must watch out for motorcycles to see motorcycles. If you want to get more information, please visit ridesmartflorida.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way there.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Everyone's talking about fighting inflammation these days, but did you know allergies are one of the most common and overlooked causes? Aspire Allergy and Sinus helps tackle allergies at the root, reducing inflammation in your body so you can finally feel better. They offer proven treatments, even needle-free options to make it easy. Book your appointment today at aspireallergy.com. That's aspireallergy.com.
Every dinner is a special occasion at Christner's Prime Steak and Lobster. Enjoy an evening with Blue Rock Vineyard and Winery Friday, August 22nd for a special 4-course dinner featuring Christner's classics. Each course is paired with Blue Rock vintages, true to their European roots. Blue Rock's technique enhances the uniqueness of each wine's character while maintaining the soul of its history and the integrity of the land. To make reservations for this one-night-only event, call Christner's at 407-645-4443.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Celebrate your love this summer at the International Diamond Center and get a free romantic getaway. Hey guys, it's Russ Rollins from the Monsters. It's the Summer of Romance event now through the end of the month. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free trip. It's a great time to get engaged and get an engagement ring and let IDC buy your honeymoon. Here's how it works. If you spend $3,500, IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel getaway with a $100 Visa card for spending. Choose from a dozen romantic cities. Or spend $5,000 on her jewelry and IDC will give you a 3 or 4-night luxury cruise for 2. Spend $10,000 and you get a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort. Choose from 4 different countries. This is a great offer and people are loving it, but time is running out. It's absolutely ending August the 31st and will not be extended. Don't Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity from Florida's premier jeweler, International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall of Millennia. Details and restrictions at shopidc.com.
Here in Orlando, we know life doesn't slow down for anything, especially a broken garage door. Since 2002, Precision Garage Door Service has been proudly serving the Orlando community. Local and reliable, our techs are ready to provide you a same-day service. And there's no charge for a service call, and seniors, military, first responders, and teachers get a 5% discount. Whether it's a stuck door or a snap spring, we've got you covered right when you need it the most. Call Precision Garage Door Service today or visit us online. Precision Garage Door Service. Garage doors done right.
You're great at protecting your own personal information. You probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, VPN. But as much as you try to be in control of how your information is protected, there's lots of places that also have it. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every single second for identity threats. If your identity is stolen, a LifeLock specialist is going to help solve the identity theft issues, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code Beck at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey guys, Russ Rollins here. Lose weight, gain muscle, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. If you've noticed a lack in energy lately, how about brain fog, trouble in the bedroom? Well, you probably have low T. It's more common than you think, and it is treatable. Truth is, men today have 20% lower testosterone than even our dads had. Ugh, yeah, man. Hey, but there's a solution to it. You'll find it at Red Mountain Weight Loss. They offer full-strength testosterone as an injection or a tablet, and we're not talking about supplements here. No, we're talking about prescription-only testosterone because no supplement can match the boost you get from actual testosterone. It'll give you more energy, greater focus, better sleep, and lean muscle mass, and you're also going to have a better sex drive. It is a game changer. Book your free video consultation with one of their licensed doctors today and regain your energy, your strength, your vitality. For a limited time, they're even going to waive their startup fee. So go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com. Red Mountain Weight Loss, real testosterone, real doctors, and real results.
In 1920, a magazine article announced something incredible. 2 young girls had photographed real fairies. That article was written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the man who invented Sherlock Holmes. How did he fall for that? Hoax is a new podcast from me, Dana Schwartz, the host of Noble Blood.
And me, Lizzie Logan. Every episode, we'll explore one of the most audacious and ambitious tricks in history.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Hoax, and listen now.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
I had a couple more people enter the contest. Or apply for the contest, let's say for the Monster Singing Competition. That's going to be on August the 28th. Here's the deal. If you win, you're going to win a recording session with an incredible producer. It's Monster Music Man Matt. He's produced stuff for the for Axl Rose, for the guy that just passed away. What was his name? I can't remember right now. Anyway, what was the guy, guitar player that just recently passed, and he's had some old songs that were really...
Pat Travers?
No, not Pat Travers, another one. Anyway, I'll figure it out later and tell you guys. But anyway, he's recorded for a lot of great people, and he's a great producer, and it's Monster Music Man Matt.
Rick Derringer?
Rick Derringer, thank you very much. That's who it was. Yeah, he recorded for Rick Derringer. He's done a lot of great stuff. Anyway, all we need you to do is send in for about 2 minutes a cappella, and I've had a couple people actually did the right thing. They sent them in yesterday. Well, we appreciate you paying attention. That's awesome. Sing a cappella. We're going to pick 5 people to come on August the 28th here to the radio station. Now, Now, you won't be in our little studio here. We have another performance studio that's got a really cool backdrop thing, and it's got some space in it, and it's going to be a party that day because it's Ryan Holmes' birthday, August 28th. It's also National Red Wine Day. So Ann Russo Wine Company, Ann is going to be here, the wine diva, to let you guys try some red wine, and it's going to be a great time. Savannah is going to come. She's going to perform, so it's going to be a great time. And you'll be able to bring some of your family members to support you in the monster singing competition. So send those in. You got like another week. By next Friday, we have to have them all. So what a guy did last night, he just got his phone.
That's all you got to do.
And he turned it, put it on video, and he videoed himself singing it. It was perfect. It sounded great.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. So it's very easy. You can send it either to me or Angel or Ryan. So it's Ryan at realradio.fm.
Boom.
Or Russ at realradio.fm.
Boom.
Or Angel at realradio.fm. Send it to us. Have you guys gotten any yet, or are they just sending them to me?
I got one, and I think it was the one that you guys were complaining about because the guy that I got, he was singing with a guitar.
Yeah. I told him to redo that, please, and send in so that way if so it's fair, fair for everybody. But anyway, yeah. So that's happening. Do we have Dan on the line?
Yes, we do.
Dan, tell us what it's like where you're at, buddy. You're in the Dominican Republic right now.
Oh, Dan, we lost him.
It's nice and warm. It never gets humid like Florida because you're on an island. If it gets a little warm, you just go into shade, and there's always a breeze.
Very nice.
It's very nice. I don't do all it. I've been coming here for so long, over 30 years, that I don't go out at night because, a little dangerous. But other than that, it's a beautiful country.
It is. It is a little dangerous at night.
Yeah, it's been that way for 30 years. You just be smart about it. When they give you those bands that you put on your wrist, if you're a tourist guy, have them put it on your keychain or something, or put it in your pocket and show it when you have to. Don't walk down the street with it. You know what I mean?
What's the band?
The wristband. Just like so when you're part of a group or tourist group or whatever, they want to wristband you so they keep everybody together. But that's a signal to
that you're a tourist.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. So I put it in my pocket. Any of these resorts you go to, they put it on so you swim up to the bar and they serve you drinks all day or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So. Yeah, so I just put it in my pocket and I show it to them if they ever ask for it.
So do you work? Do you work there in the Dominican?
I used to work. I opened up a mine for the government years ago, and I found my wife down here about 18 years ago.
You found her in the mine?
No, in the country. And it took me 13 years. I wanted to promote her because she's got bad eyesight and poor judgment. She's 40. I'm 65.
Oh my God.
Took me 13 years to marry her.
Hold on. So hold on. Let me revisit this. Okay, so you're 69. She's in her 40s. So you went to okay. So you're 65. Okay, and you went to the Dominican. You met a much younger woman, and you guys fell in love, or was she looking to come to America and get a green card? I mean,
this is why I waited 13 years. Okay, my kids fell in love with her right away. The first New Year's I was with her, I stayed in her house all night. I told my kids, what'd you do last night, your dad? I stayed in the house. What? With Jennifer. It's, oh my gosh, this girl's insane because I never stayed in. And I waited a long time. And what happened was I never went home in the winter time. I used to stay down there for 6-7 months.
Right.
And one time I went in the winter time, and I didn't tell her why, because I was actually going home to a brother's wedding. I was the best man at the top of a mountain, in Ski Mountain. And she found out about it. And my girls were talking to her. I don't have Facebook. I refuse to do that fake book. But my daughters would say, he went to a wedding, and she knew my brother was dating this Asian girl for 13 years. So my daughter said to her, you know what? When he comes down, you tell him you're leaving him or marry me. So she's a nurse, and she was only getting paid like $250 a month. And she comes to the airport when I come back. Now, I don't know this has happened. And she's wearing this beautiful dress. And I look at it, and I said, it looks like you're going to a wedding, honey. And she reaches out, breaks her finger out. She had a rock on her finger. My kids bought her. Yeah, we're going to our wedding. If you don't, I'm leaving you. And
really?
Wow.
So she pretty much said, listen, I want to marry you. Okay.
Dominican Russ.
And so you're 65 and she's how old?
40 now.
40 now. So you, okay, listen, human nature would have to think every once in a while you have to question in your head, like, oh, did she just do this so she can come to America? I mean, you would have to think that.
Oh, for sure. Why do you think it took me 13 years to marry her? She doesn't drink. She goes to church every day. She's nice. She's just, you know, and she's been here in this country for 4 years now. We've opened up we're just starting to open up what do they call it? Import-export business. We're shipping. I don't even know the Instagram name. How to do it? I'll get that to you later.
Yeah.
Just started.
Hey, Dan, let me ask you a question. And listen, I show my ignorance all the time. I just looked at the texting service, and someone has like one of those the little things where it's someone with their hand over their face and goes, "Russ, you dummy! The Dominican Republic and the Dominican are not the same." I thought they were. Like
No, they're not.
They're not the same.
Not, no.
So where is the Dominican and where's the Dominican Republic? Because I'm not. To be honest with you, I don't know.
I don't actually know where the Dominican is, but Dominican Republic is in between Puerto Rico and Cuba.
Okay.
The reason.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It's because the Dominican is the Dominican Republic.
No, but so
no, it's not.
No, if you actually like, if you knew Dominican,
is it on the island of Hispaniola?
Dominica is a different island.
Okay,
Dominica has its own island.
So you wouldn't go. You know, if you're talking about Puerto Rico, you wouldn't go Porto.
Okay.
Like you say the whole thing like A Tribe Called Quest. So you say Dominican Republic.
So there is a place called the Dominican, right?
There's Dominica.
Dominica.
There is. And the Dominican Republic has Haiti on the same island.
I'll be damned. Well, I didn't know that. I've heard people say the Dominican before, and I thought that was the Dominican Republic. I thought it was the same. Anyway, admittedly, I didn't know.
Okay, I didn't know this either.
Okay, good. I'm not the only dummy.
I don't know if you know this, but a lot of Puerto Ricans and Dominicans don't get along, and they really don't know why.
Is that true?
What happened?
Well, no, it's true, and there's absolutely a reason, common knowledge reason why. It's because Puerto Ricans are American citizens, and Dominican people from the Dominican Republic are not.
Wow.
And we've had a influx of immigrants come from the Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico, rightfully so. And I don't have a problem with that. But that's the beef that the politicians have tried to generate between the two nationalities.
Oh.
Well, listen to this. There's a reason why Puerto Rico is a Commonwealth and Dominican isn't, because back in Trujillo days, when the dictator was president under Kennedy offered, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, Kennedy offered Dominican Republic to become a Commonwealth, and Trujillo said no. RCA finally assassinated him.
Oh.
So it was the closest island to Cuba. So the next best island was Puerto Rico.
Okay.
That's what happened. A lot of people don't know that.
There you go. Hey, so you wanted to plug and promote your wife, right? You want to say something sweet about her?
Yeah, she's an absolute doll. Like I said, she has poor eyesight, bad judgment. She's
Yeah. How long have you guys been married, Dan?
We've been married 4. We've been together 19 years.
Wow. Well, that's pretty good on you, man. That's you're 65 and she's 40, and it's working.
In the Dominican Republic, it's normal for that gap. It's just, I've had girlfriends young too when
I wouldn't just say Dominican Republic, but I'd say in the Caribbean, that's not uncommon in general.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, all across.
Well, there's hope for every guy over 60.
All across because they look at a guy like that and there's stability there.
Yeah, and he'll die soon.
Well, listen to. I got to tell you an interesting story, and I've known this for years. I went to a family reunion. I grew up with 9 children, 9 brothers and sisters, and my cousins had many, many children. And she's at a family function, and this is funny as hell. What happened? I love her. She's like, and she knew this was happening. She says, "I met a girl the other day, Dan, and she hasn't had sex with her husband in over a year." I said, "You know what? That's wrong. I would never do that to my body. No way. I'll cook for you. I'll clean the house. I'll do all the laundry, but I'm not giving up sex." And I'm like, so I knew this for years, so I'd start arguments with her.
All right.
Do you
Dan.
speak Spanish, Dan?
Un poco.
A little bit.
I know all the body parts.
How long have you been listening to the show, Dan?
Since COVID 2000. I moved to Florida because I was waiting for my wife to come up here, and I bought a big huge. I was living on Martha's Vineyard, and I bought a big RV, and I volunteered for the Red Cross, and I go to all the disasters that they have, and I was going to head out to Paradise, California, and I got called in to 2 back-to-back hurricanes that were in Louisiana, and my son watches me on Waze and said, "Why don't you go down to Mexico Beach where they had that hurricane?" So I went there. They said, "Why don't you go to Cape Canaveral?" Went there, and then I ended up finding this resort called golf resort called the Great Outdoors. It is in Titusville, Florida. It's a resort that you will never, ever believe. It has everything from pickleball, basketball.
Okay.
They have a lathe machine, a wood shop, restaurant. The only thing they don't have is a grocery store.
All right. So you started listening then, huh?
Yep.
All right. What year was that?
2000.
2000. All right, buddy. 25 years. We appreciate it, Dan.
That's crazy. I hope one day you get over your stage fright and be able to talk to people.
All right. He already has his prize, right, Angel? All good to go. Dan, thank you for listening. Congratulations, and enjoy the Dominican Republic.
I will. Thank you very much.
All right, take care. There you go. I thought the Dominican and the Dominican Republic were the same thing.
I mean, there's an island of Dominica for sure. I'm today years old. It's sad how much, as much as I like to learn about the world, I actually know a very small amount about our Caribbean islands. And I only just learned that Aruba is owned by the Netherlands, and they're like Dutch citizens down there. They're like full-on citizens of the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Them, and I think another couple islands as well. So I got to learn more about these islands, man.
Well, listen, yeah. The guy was like, "Oh, Russ, I can't believe you're so stupid." Oh, I didn't know. Sometimes you just don't know. All right, we're taking a little break. Oh, I got a story to tell you about yesterday. I thought I was on that TV show, What Would You Do?
Oh, yeah? You thought you were being, pranked?
I thought I was being challenged to do what's right. And I failed. And I'll tell you what
Spoilers.
I'll tell you what I didn't do when we come back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Monsters of the Morning.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central.
Turn that down, turn me up. How y'all doing? Stuff on my face. I have to change some stuff here. Hold on. Please. There we go. Good morning. Let's get rid of this.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. We sell custom blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices.
Good morning. It's been an interesting morning so far.
And if they don't, for any reason, we will make them for free. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed at Blindster.com.
I didn't do this yesterday. I'm going to do it today.
Trajan Wealth. This is a paid advertisement, but when they first asked me to start talking to Trajan Wealth, I was a little nervous because I knew nothing about finance. I knew nothing about my 401k. I knew nothing about saving money. I knew nothing about retirement. None of that stuff. I'm like, oh boy, I'm going to show my ignorance. Then I started talking to Tim from Trajan Wealth. He didn't make me feel stupid. He actually helped me and explained to me everything I needed to know about how much money I need to save for retirement. Helped me understand how long my money would last. Helped me understand where I should put my money with my 401k because we diversified it. I say he diversified it and helped save me a lot of money. Everybody else's 401k went a little crazy at the beginning of the year, and mine had been diversified enough where I saved some money thanks to them. It's Trajan Wealth. Trajan Wealth, what they do is they're a family-owned wealth management company that helps people better understand their 401k and help you plan your financial future, stuff you might not really be qualified to do. At least I know I wasn't. They are. It's TrajanWealth.com. That's TrajanWealth.com. It's a complimentary consultation, so why wait? They're a fiduciary, which means they need to do what is in your best interest, not their best interest. TrajanWealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. TrajanWealth.com.
Okay, I've never had this happen. You can't use plurals. I didn't know that. All right, that's new. So, but the S would still be there. It'd still show an S. I've never gotten 2 rounds where I've not had anything. This is, okay, I can't even think of words of these letters right now. Hold on. M-I-L-K-Y. Milky Bob's. Let's go Milky. Okay, K and an L.
free for a free consultation.
How's Cody doing? Cody's doing good, little Cody. She ate my shoe, though. My stupid, expensive orthopedic shoes that I have to wear sometimes. Most expensive shoes I've ever owned. She's ate them. So now I gotta buy new shoes. It's hard. Alright, I'm gonna cover the chat so I don't see you guys, but... Wow. So I only have one vowel left.
And get 0% financing for 60 months. Need credit? Just ask for credit amnesty. If you bring home $400 a week, you can get up to $30,000 in credit.
Oh, did you get the thing? He is using Zoom. If we want
for Leonard Nimoy,
yeah, can we get him to zoom in? I put you on the.
I can get the video. Angel would have to go in and sign into Zoom too. I don't know if that's on that computer or not.
You can join here. I will record and also allow you to record. Straight photo. Should we just do straight?
Zoom is on that master control PC, right? Just tell him to go to the website. It's so easy.
He's doing a bunch of others, so they're either zooming or calling.
No. It's not on the call screener here? No, the call screener.
Fix it fast. That's the Frank Gateway.
It's not a real word. Okay. See if it's signed in. If there's an account logged in on it. FL.
You're gonna conflict that I have StreamYard open? Should I close StreamYard?
Yeah, maybe. Fleck. Let's go Fleck. Oh my god. Okay, the E's in the right place. This is the hardest one I've done so far. I don't like it.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your
No F and no C.
Making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part
No more
of any
vowels.
health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Can't have a case out on it.
Yeah, we don't have any account information for if there's an account there. It's there, but it's asking for login information.
Your way. Join the millions who already have it. Download the free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way. iHeartRadio,
This is
Thank a Teacher,
stupid.
powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life to be among the winners of
I believe you can only use one letter once, right? I can't double it. Oh, can I double it? Chat, can I double it?
Because they give your clothes 24-hour non-stop freshness. So even on your longest non-stop days, you'll be confident in smelling fresh all day long. Try now for as low as $5.
Oh!
Smell unstoppable.
Only one letter of each. Okay. Moment of truth. We'll come back for it. We'll be back.
So those of you who listen for the entire 5 hours, God bless you. Those of you that go back and watch it on YouTube, that's awesome. Real Radio Monsters on YouTube. You can watch the whole 5 hours. You can listen to the whole 5 hours. You probably notice a pattern. There's a pattern. Pattern is the first hour, we all feel like we're just talking amongst ourselves. We even tell the girls not to come in the first hour. It's just me and Angel and Ryan talking, and we always talk about personal stuff or whatever. Today, it was different because I saw Angel right away, and the Kiss thing came up. So we talked about the Kiss thing with Donald Trump, and he got into politics and whatever. I hate the fact that politics makes everybody so cranky, but anyway, it does. But there was another personal story I was going to tell, and I usually tell these earlier. It is a true story. I hate it, to be honest with you, but it is a 100% true story, and I'll try not to embellish. Sometimes I do that for make it to fuzzy it up a little bit, or not fuzzy it up, but make it more fun. But this is exactly what happened. So I've got the new client. You hear me talk about Red Mountain weight loss. With Red Mountain weight loss, not only do I have the weight loss medication that has been helping me drop about 15 pounds. I need to lose a lot more, but I'm on my journey back or whatever. But they do the testosterone, and with the testosterone, I got to make sure that I don't get a deep vein thrombosis again. So they check my blood constantly. They're really big about that. They want to make sure I'm healthy. So I do my phone calls to Red Mountain weight loss. They make it easy. They make the appointment at Quest to go get my blood work, right? So I had to leave yesterday right away to go get my blood work done. So now I'm going to get my blood work at Quest in Winter Haven. I get there about probably 20 minutes early. I like to get early there to things because I don't want to be late. And I sit down and I can do stuff for the show. I'll make the little thumbnails for tomorrow's show, and I'll start pulling segments so we can put them on social media. I mean, even though it seems like we only work till the show is over, it's not true. We're still doing a lot of stuff afterwards. So I'm sitting there doing that. And if you've ever been into a Quest place before, the one that I went to there, the way they have it set up is there's 3 rows, pretty long rows of chairs, and there's chairs all the way around the wall, and you're sitting there and you're waiting for them to call your name to go up to.
Is this a standalone Quest, or is this a Quest inside a bigger box store?
It's a Quest, it's standalone, and it's a
strip mall.
Strip mall. So, and I'm in Winter Haven. I sit down and I look around, and there's a lot of people waiting, with different ethnicities, everybody's sitting there, and I look over to my right and there's an old lady. I mean, she's 85 at least, maybe even older. I mean, an older lady, cute lady sitting there by herself. Guy comes in, big fat dude. I mean, big slob fat dude. I mean, like, I'm overweight. I get that. But this guy's like, really couldn't fit in the chair kind of a guy, sort of nerdy looking. Sits down next to the old lady and starts talking to her. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's nice. He's talking to the old lady. And they start talking about scary movies. And she's like, oh, yeah, I don't mind a scary movie, but that music just makes me so, it really freaks me out about the music. I'm like, oh, that's cute, the cute lady, and she's like, I like the movies back in my day with who'd she say, Burt Reynolds. I loved Burt Reynolds. I'm like, oh, the old lady, that's cute. And she, Burt Reynolds used to live here in Winter Haven. I've had family here in Winter Haven for over 80 years. We've had a farm. I'm like, oh, that's nice. An old lady had a farm. That's sweet. And then she says loudly, it's a shame what Donald Trump's doing to all these Hispanics in our neighborhood. And I'm looking around the room, and she's like, because I've had Hispanics working for me for years, and they're wonderful people that just work hard. I'm like, oh, okay, well, she's sweet old lady. That's really nice that she'd say that, and she's like, and then she goes, because and there are black peoples right in front of me, but because them blacks aren't going to work that hard. And I'm like, oh my God. And I am looking over, I'm like, okay, I'm being punked right now. She goes, and this is an 85-year-old woman. She goes, don't get me wrong, I've got some black people in my family, and I've got some Hispanic people in my family. And I'm looking like, oh my God, we're being tested. And the black lady that's in front of me, Liz, looks over at her, and she just keeps talking to this guy. And she's like, and they're in my family, and anytime I take them out for dinner, I make sure I got money for bail. And I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, they definitely don't work as hard as my Hispanic family members. And I love them all. Don't get me wrong. I love them all. But boy, those blacks just don't work very hard. And I'm going, oh my God, should I say something? Like, I'm thinking I should say something. I think I'm being tested right now. And I look over at her again, and she just keeps on saying this as loudly as she can. And the fat guy sitting there agreeing with her. And she's like, I wish Donald Trump would just leave the Hispanics alone, because they've built this community. And, I don't care if they have their cards or not. Just if we leave it up, white people aren't going to do the work. Black people aren't either going to do the work. How are we going to have our farms here if Donald Trump keeps getting rid of all these Hispanics? And I'm thinking, okay, maybe somebody should say something. There were 3 black ladies, very nice ladies that seemed to be sitting right in front of me, and they kept looking over at her, and she just kept talking. And now, because she's in her 80s, I'm like, okay, I guess we're just going to discount her. The fat guy, I mean, I could have said, hey guys, could you calm that down? But then you're going to start a fight with somebody, and I'm not the hero here. I didn't say anything, but man, I kind of wanted to. Do you guys think you would have said something?
No. Yes. Well, I would have definitely made snarky comments in the background. Nothing directly to her, but I would definitely.
It's a quiet room, by the way.
Else.
It's really quiet, and she's the only person talking. And it started out where I thought she was this sweet old lady saying this really nice thing about it's not fair what they're doing to the Hispanics, and then she says the whole thing about black people aren't going to do the work, and I'm like, oh my God, lady, why are you saying such a thing? It was really disturbing.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything to her directly, but I probably would say something out loud that would make the black ladies laugh, is what I would go for.
Like, hey, we all don't believe that? I thought about that.
No.
That's what I thought about saying, hey, we all don't believe that lady or something. But then
you're king of the whites. You have to say something.
You know what? That's kind of what I felt like.
Yeah, you're the king of the whites. You got to do it.
Representing white people over here. I felt like I should say, hey, ma'am, that's really improper.
What did you think about, like, in that moment, if you were to have, stepped through the threshold and say something, what do you think you're going to say in that moment? You think this lady, hold on a second. You think this lady's about 80 years old?
85?
In that age group, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think is stepping through that threshold? What do you think that can be said in that moment to this lady that would make any kind of impact to her?
Probably nothing, and that's why I didn't say anything. My thought was, let me tell you why I wanted to say something. I wanted the 3 black ladies that were sitting there to know that not everybody feels that way.
That's the right reason.
Yeah, that's
so they're in the moments where you can prove to be an ally or an ally.
Yeah.
We all should, as humans, step through that threshold.
Trust me, I walked out of there thinking, God dang it, Rush, you should have said something.
Yeah, but and it's a tough thing. Not all of us have that nerve, or like you said, there's other people there. Do you step through that threshold? Does it cause another confrontation?
What I wanted to say was, ma'am, I hope you understand how disrespectful that is to the people that are sitting here. And you seem like a nice lady, but man, that's really mean to say that in front of everybody. But then what am I doing?
Well, no, but that's it. That's all you had to say. You know what I'm saying? Or that's all in that moment. Because overwhelmingly, you're not going to change this lady's thought process.
No,
she believes that, she's lived that, she's gonna carry that.
Now, I felt like I could have said something to the fat guy who was agreeing with everything she said. He goes, "Yeah, you're right. Well, you're right. They ain't gonna do the work."
Well, but he's gonna. I mean, I'm just making an assumption there. He's probably younger or about your age, whatever, and so he's gonna be, asked to not get into that kind of discussion, right? He's going to say the same thing.
Well, to be honest, he looked a little, and I hate to be like mentally challenged. I think he was a bit mentally challenged. So gotcha. I feel like I'd be picking on someone who is less than, and then she's an older lady. But I felt bad for the 3 black ladies that were sitting in front of me. Like, that was some really crappy thing to say in front of them.
It's a crappy thing to say, right, Russ? And then look, do you feel the same way? Is it a crappy thing to text? Guy texts in. Well, she ain't wrong. LOL. Ha ha ha.
Oh, this guy, Trumper guy. This show is so fake. No, trust me, that 100% happened. I wouldn't bring that up if it didn't happen.
What did you yell at a guy at the Victoria's oyster place for?
I did do that.
Yeah, what was that about? Was it a Bud Light or something?
Something about the Bud Light thing. But he looked like that guy looked like he could fight me and would be fair, right?
Okay.
So like I wasn't afraid to bow up to that guy.
Okay, so it's your misogyny that's stopping you here.
So this was an old lady that was 85 and a somewhat looked like mentally challenged fat guy. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm not going to yell at these 2.
Can't fight both of them, so I can't say anything.
I can fight both of them. But I didn't feel like, I felt like it wasn't a fair, I don't know.
I could beat up this old lady, but that fat guy's a wild card.
No. I could beat up the fat guy too. The Bud Light guy, it was like, okay, we could have a good fight.
What was the difference here? And again, what was the gear? What was the difference here? Because you were caught in a similar situation at a cell phone store years ago,
and I said something,
and you stood up for that kid in the cell phone store at that time. So what was
had more testosterone?
No, because it was a different situation. I think because this was an old lady and like 85 and I honestly think he was a mentally retarded guy. Like so
I kind of had this problem the other day.
So you're not okay. So let's take that dude out of the equation. You're not going to be addressing this guy. So because again, with the cell phone story, there was a guy similar in age to you at the time, if I remember, and he was being disparaging to the black kid that was working there.
And I gave him hell.
And you stepped up and did that.
Because I wanted the black kid to know I had his back. Yeah.
So, like you said earlier, it would.
Yeah.
When given the opportunity to let people know that you're an ally.
I've done it before.
Yeah.
At this particular time, I didn't, and I don't know why. And I walked out of there going, man, I should have said something. But there was a room full of people, and it was an old lady, and it wouldn't have mattered to her.
But exactly. But you're not, again. Remember
because you're doing it for the.
Remember what you said.
Get it. I know. I feel bad about it.
You got to be king of the whites. King of the whites has to help the three black women.
Stop jumping on me. I feel bad enough about it.
I'm not jumping on you, dude.
It matters because this happened to me
it's
yesterday.
Self-awareness, dude.
I know.
Because it matters who you're talking to, and I realize I have to realize a lot of times when I'm doing something, especially if I'm talking to a woman who I don't know, that I have to go. I'm a 6'4" man who's 225 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lady at the gym yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She's on the leg press machine for 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, normally, if it was a dude, I'd just go over there and be like, "Hey, man, are you almost done? Can we move this along?" And because it was a lady, I didn't.
Yeah.
So it factors in who you're talking to.
It was an old lady and a guy that seemed like he was mentally handicapped. So I didn't, but I should have.
To be fair, from far away, you
it.
seem like a guy who's mentally handicapped.
Oh, I should have said it for the three black ladies that were sitting there and kept looking over. I should have let them know that, hey, because there were a bunch of other white people in the room, and nobody said anything.
You got to be king of the whites.
And I should have said something. I know. That's why I'm telling this goddamn story. Shut up.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed myself. I'll be honest with you. All right, we got to take a break.
I'm disappointed we're late for break.
All right, I want some eggs. I'm gonna get some eggs. All right, I gotta hobble over there. My knee's bothering me.
Oh, that's why you couldn't fight
Thanks for running to get me some coffee, Ryan, when you knew my knee was hurting. Thanks a lot. Anyway, I'll go make my own eggs. Don't worry. We'll do Monster Sports when we come back.
To fertilize.
You're listening to the Monsters of the Morning.
Weekend Real Radio 104.1. 104.1.
All right. Let's get back into it. Hello again. Moment of truth. I had to look it up. You can use the same letter multiple times. You absolutely can. And I think the word is Nell.
This report is sponsored by blindster.com.
What if I can guarantee Big ass though.
Bitcoin will be $1 million in 2030? Well, I can't, but I can guarantee you'll save a lot of money.
Nell feels like it's a word.
Blindster.com. Free samples, free shipping, and guaranteed to fit. Shop at blindster.com today.
Is Nelk a word? Neld? It's the only thing that seems to fit. What else would go there? Not a J, not a B, not an X, not a D, not a Q, not a W. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. Why do you keep writing Misty? Say Sun State, John. Woo! Did it! Wanted to go, baby! Woo! Wee! Yee! What the hell is a Nell? The hell is a Nell? A Nell. A Nell is a stroke or sound of a bell, especially when rung slowly for a funeral or a death. So we learned something today. Death knell. Thank you, Vicky G.
Are we doing that Yemoy interview today?
Instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical.
337
Nell. That's the word, Nell. All right, let's go connections.
Dude, it would be awesome if you gave a
Their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit. Call now. 407-337-5569.
The summer of laughs continues. PK Reinemer, Ken Miller, and
All right. There we go. Connections. Let's play.
your next favorite memory. The greatest night in human history. A comedy event so epic, scientists are still trying to measure. Doors at 6:30, show at 8.
This is a game where you have to find the common ground between 4 sets of words.
Here in Orlando, we know life doesn't slow down for anything, especially a broken garage door. Since 2002, Precision Garage Door Service has been proudly serving the Orlando community. Local and reliable, our techs are ready to provide you a same-day service. And there's no charge for
Oh, okay.
call and
Backside,
military
caboose.
first responders and teachers get a 5% discount. Whether it's a
Tail.
or a snap spring, we've got you covered. Right when you need it the most. Call Precision Garage Door Service today or visit
Seats.
us online. Precision Garage Door Service.
All butt stuff?
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're fixing
Is the clue butt stuff? Look at your caboose. Check out the seat on that broad. Hey, what a tail she's got. Hell yeah! Derrieres. Keeping it classy, New York Times. Keeping it classy. Have I ever played Bandle? No, what's Bandle? I don't know. All right.
Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
I'm gonna go racket, bouquet, mallet, stick. All things with handles. No. Oh, one away. Bat. Dude. Bat, stick, mallet, racket. Used to hit balls. Okay. Cool.
Or spend $5,000 on her jewelry, and IBC will give you a 3 or 4 night luxury cruise for 2. Spend $10,000 and you'll get a 5-day, 4-night stay in an upscale tropical all.
I think these are all wedding things, right?
Listen, if you're getting engaged, celebrating an anniversary, or just want to get away for some romance, IBC has it covered. You buy the ring, you'll give the getaway.
Okay, train veil.
Limited time offer. Details and restrictions at shopibc.com.
Is there a wedding backpack that I'm unaware of?
Springs, Mullet, Millennial, and Waterford Lakes.
You want to see basketball played the way it's supposed to be? Tune in to Ice Cube's Big Three this summer. Watch stars like Dwight Howard, Kemba Walker, Joe Johnson, Michael Beasley, and many more. All with Hall of Fame coaches. Experience the fast pace and physical play.
Okay, train veil. Bustle's like a thing. Not like hustle and bustle, but like it's an object, right? I feel like that's right. Yeah. What is it? Okay. What's a bustle?
Carl Black, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. I'm going there today. I'm going to go there today because they can take care of they take care of your vehicle afterwards. I haven't had to go since I bought my Blazer. But they do they can do oil change. They're going to check my tires. They do everything. It's Carl Black, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. They're on East Colonial Drive, 1 block west of Alafaya. Service is easy there because they have over 50 service bays they can help you with. And they also have this really cool technology, AI, where you just drive your car like on this area and it takes a picture everywhere in your car and it tells you exactly what's wrong with it. Pretty cool. And it's all at Carl Black, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. They're on East Colonial Drive, 1 block west of Alafaya. If you need a vehicle for your business, they've got fleet vehicles, 5 acres full of fleet vehicles. So if you need 1 car or you need 5 trucks, they can help you with all that. It's Carl Black, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, East Colonial Drive, 1 block west of Alafaya. They got great deals right now on EVs, like the 2025 Chevy Equinox EV, like my mom just got. It's beautiful. All at Carl Black, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, East Colonial Drive, 1 block west of Alafaya. If you buy there today and you see me, say hi. It's Carl Black, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC.
See this one? Okay, obviously I have the right answers, but like a hubbub, a backpack, a knitwig, and a cookbook. What are all those things connected for? I did learn about I learned 2 words today. Nell and a bustle. It's the puffy part of a dress. How about that? Makes their butts look big, says Vicky G. All right. Hubbub. It's like a rough cookbook. I don't know. Knitwig. All words 2 syllables. I don't know if they do that. Cookbook. Well, let's find out together. Rhyming compound words?
Once again, this is the guy that says he hates us and he's, this Trumper guy. You ever notice that Russ is always a hero in every one of his fake racist stories he tells? By the way, I wasn't the hero in that. Again, this is the guy that says he hates us, and he's, this Trumper guy. You ever notice that Russ is always a hero in every one of his fake racist stories he tells? By the way, I wasn't the hero in that story. I didn't say anything, and I feel bad about it.
I am racist.
But I was a hero a couple times. You're right, sir. I did speak up and say something a couple times. That time I didn't, and I was trying to figure out afterwards why I didn't, and it was because it was an old lady and a guy that seemed to be mentally handicapped. But it did bother me afterwards.
And what if that guy's like a listener and he's telling all his friends, he's like, guys, I was in a thing and Russ Rollins from the Monsters in the Morning was there. And now he's listening and he's being called mentally handicapped.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, what?
Yeah, he was, I mean, with the shirt he was wearing and the way he was acting and everything,
What shirt was he wearing?
It was like some shirt with like a clown on it or something. Like a clown with a,
was it an ICP shirt?
No. It wasn't a cool clown. It wasn't like Kiss. Anyway, now it's time for Angel to bring us Monster Sports.
Russ Rollins thinks I'm mentally handicapped.
He was.
Monster Sports brought to you by the Mount Dora Comedy Night. Our girl, Sabrina Ambra from the News Junkie, is the next headliner, and that's going to go down Saturday, August the 23rd. She'll have with her Miguel Colon, Emily Fontenot, Ken Miller, and C. Lane, just to name a few of the artists that are going to be on stage with her. I will be DJing that event as well. It's going to go down Saturday, August the 23rd at Mount Dora's Music Hall. It's presented by Discover Lake County. Doors are at 6:30. Shows at 8. She's got a sax player in the lobby. We're going to do moonshine tasting in the lobby. Bunch of things that she's got scheduled to go. Get your tickets today at realradio.fm/comedy. Come out and hang out.
That's a pretty good trend, doing stuff in the lobby like that. Smart idea. Who would come up with that? Lobby party. I like that idea.
Or promoting.
I love it.
What are you doing, man?
I'm just saying. That's a good.
You came up with the idea of a lobby
party.
So, all right, let's start here. This is the biggest story happening in all of sports. And it was absolutely a fantastic time watching them together. Taylor Swift was on New Heights yesterday.
Oh, my God.
Again.
Oh, my gosh.
Again.
No, it was the actual debut of the show was yesterday, Russ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they made the announcement earlier in the week, and then the actual announcement, and she showed the artwork for her new album.
Right.
And it was it was a really fun watch to see her and Travis there together. It was, again, a bunch of insight, a bunch of great content there for you.
Heard they broke the internet.
They did break the internet. Here's a couple examples to give you an idea of how they broke the internet. In the last 28 days, New Heights had gained 2,045 followers on their podcast account.
Okay.
Right, in the last 28 days.
Yeah.
In the 48 hours before the episode with Taylor and Travis dropped, how many followers do you think they received?
I mean, she's the most popular pop star on the planet.
It's not a crazy number in the sense it's a ridiculous number, but it's like it's not millions.
500,000.
500,000, Holmesy?
600,000.
312,817 new podcast account followers.
Wow. That does it. You know what? Book her, Ryan. Book her on the show.
All right.
Tell her we'll take her.
She sent an email like the other day. It was like, hey, can I get on? I said, no, it's not popular.
I'm going to work on Peter Criss. You get Taylor Swift.
All right. And the follower growth compared to their last 28 days. And again, this is New Heights. This is Travis and his brother as podcast. In percentages, compared to the last 28 days, what do you think the percentage growth was for them as their entity?
Oh, let's go. They grew by 70%.
70%, okay.
With Taylor Swift, the growth?
Yeah.
Like 1,000% or something. Some crazy.
15,203.5% growth.
Yeah.
That's crazy. She's not even hot anymore, I heard.
What are you talking about? She is hot.
No. President said she's not hot. So can't be that good.
Well, he'd know.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of the publicity images that she's sharing with the new artwork and the new.
She's good looking.
She's really grown into herself.
I don't know. I heard not hot, so I'm gonna go with not hot.
Wait a minute. The president of the United States commented on her looks?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I didn't know that.
Interesting lawsuit that's happening. Y'all are familiar with Mr. Beast?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that kid, again, YouTube sensation, has created an empire in that space of YouTube.
Right.
He has got everything from his own meals at different fast food joints. He's got his own candy bars now that are carried at convenience stores. He's done a bunch of different marketing ploys and a marketing kind of cross promotion.
He's being sued a lot, though, isn't he?
He's being sued.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast is being sued by Spalding over their Beast balls. Ryan.
Okay, that's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. So they call them Beast balls.
They're tennis balls?
Nope, they're basketballs. And if you do a side-by-side comparison of the Beast ball by Mr. Beast compared to the Spalding Beast basketball, the problem is that somebody over there at Mr. Beast was really lazy and didn't do enough to make the logos look enough different. And so
let's see the difference.
Yeah, dude. So Ryan, the Mr. Beast ball is a blue one with a pink arrow on there, and it says Beast on it. And then there's the Spalding Beast ball, and the lawsuit is over the graphic of the word Beast on the ball. And so that's it. So there's that one. Then look up the
Spalding one.
The
That's
Spalding
the Spalding one.
But it's different color.
No. This is again. Look at that right there. Look at that logo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Look at the word Beast, and that's exactly what the lawsuit is about, Russ. It's not about the logo. It's not about. It's the actual.
It's the loss.
Hey, the whole thing.
Yeah.
The way that the bee looks, everything.
Yeah, it does look very similar.
Very similar. Ryan, that's exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Somebody was lazy at over there at Mr. Beast. They was like, hey, no way gonna pay attention to this.
Someone chat GPT'd it and well, there you go. Here's your logo, Mr. Beast.
Yeah, so we'll see how that lawsuit goes, but it looks like we can tell the handwriting on the wall. Russ, we got some NFL preseason action going down starting tomorrow. We got Titans and Falcons, Chiefs and Seahawks, and Packers and Colts.
How do you feel about preseason football, Angel?
Packers and Colts are on Saturday.
Does it hold your attention?
It can still get women pregnant.
Preseason football?
Oh, preseason. Sorry.
I enjoy it because I like to watch the development of our guys and see what players step into it. Now, the problem with preseason football, and even in particularly this season, is that, again, the amount of injuries or the injuries that happen. For example, Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders is going to be out against the Eagles.
Why? He did so great.
Oblique injury that happened to him in warm-ups.
Oh, damn it.
And so, dude, the Miami Dolphins have been decimated by preseason injuries.
I know.
Actually,
I'm not even excited about them this year. I tried. I haven't even worn a hat yet.
Again, and we were joking around, but you might want to consider this. I'm just throwing this out there because of this report that I'm going to share with you, right?
What?
So again, our buddy from Michigan, he gave you a Detroit Lions hat.
Yeah.
This weekend, the Miami Dolphins are playing the Detroit Lions in preseason football.
Okay.
Leading up to the game, Russ, they've been doing inter-team scrimmages and games, right?
Yeah.
Everything. And so the headline for this, and this is coming from Chris Siwick from the Yahoo Sports. He's a contributing writer. This is the headline. Dolphins get embarrassed during disastrous scrimmage versus Lions as lopsided a joint NFL practice as I've ever seen.
Oh, God.
NFL fans should be treading lightly in mid-August, obviously with the injuries and everything. But basically, it goes down after watching 2 hours of this practice. 3 reporters used the same word to describe the joint practice. Lopsided, 2 went as far as to call it the most lopsided joint practice in the history of the NFL.
Yeah. All I've been reading is Tua's throwing a bunch of interceptions during practices. It's like,
I know you
Talking about practice?
I know you're focusing in on Tua, Russ. What I'm trying to share with you in this report, he's not the problem. It's everybody else.
Yeah.
Like
practice?
Let's see. Zach Wilson, both Tua and Zach Wilson were both sacked at least once in the pocket. A fight broke out between Dolphins safety and Lions receiver. To make matters worse, the Dolphins turned in that type of performance after one member of the Lions talked smack ahead of the joint practice. So it's not looking good over there. So that this preseason game they could be playing for your fandom, Russ.
So, Angel, I had my finger on the button to push whether I was going to get the NFL package this year, so that way I could watch the Dolphins game anytime I want.
Man, you must be rich.
And I was like,
you can afford that.
I was like this, and I'm like, you know what? Let me wait and see a couple of games first before I pull that trigger, because I don't enjoy watching losers. That's just the, and I know that's not a fan. I understand. I'm not saying I'm a fan. I'm saying I like them when they're doing well, and I like them.
Again, here's the thing, Russ. I can't criticize you for that, because that's how you pay
when they don't play well.
And that's how you've always been.
Yeah.
So Russ loves front runners, and that's that's not news. You've always been that way. So I can understand the hesitation or the pause before you make a financial commitment like that.
$400 to have it for the year. I'm like, if they're going to play crappy, I don't want to be pissed off all year.
Must be nice being rich.
Find something else to do.
Actually, guess what? I'm in meetings with Spectrum as we speak. Anyway,
good. That's awesome.
Guess what? I'm on the Spectrum. Ha!
Hold on. It is.
Did you check your Instagram?
No.
Check your Instagram. I sent you something funny.
Okay.
A cute little song that made me laugh and made me think of you yesterday.
Right.
And then here we go. Just as sad, because again, I love at any sporting event. I like any promotion or any kind of gimmick that they use to get the fans food, right? So there's like the different teams where, like, if you score so many points, you get a free chicken sandwich.
Yeah, we said that with the Magic.
The Magic used to get a pizza.
Magic still have the deal with the pizza. Like if they win the following day, you can order a Papa John's and you get a discount on it and everything.
I remember there was a thing if Dennis Scott got so many 3-pointers, you'd get taco or something like that.
Yeah. All right, so check this out. This this happened in Milwaukee. The Milwaukee Brewers won their 12th straight game Wednesday when they beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 12-5 at American Family Field. That triggered a promotion that's been around in Milwaukee since the 1940s and earned local residents a free burger from George Webb. I'm assuming that's a really popular chain there.
Yeah.
But so George Webb on their Instagram, they did it. You know what that means? Free George Webb burgers are coming. We're buzzing with excitement over here, to working hard to prepare. And so they give like a heads up to all the fans. Hey, listen, burgers aren't going to be ready. A special giveaway date will be announced, and we'll give you all the details. But so they had this promotion. The Brewers win 12 games in a row. Everyone gets a free burger. And you should have seen the fans going nuts out there as they were getting close to accomplishing this. And Russ, that is Monster Sports.
Thank you so much. Reminding you that if you want to enter the Monster Singing Competition, if you just send you sing in about 2 minutes a cappella to either me or Angel or Ryan, and we got to pick 5 people by next week. Someone's going to win a recording session from Monster Music Man Matt, and it's completely professional. He is an accomplished producer, and he'll help you write the song if you don't write music, if you just sing, and you'll have something you can put out nationwide. It really is a great contest, and if you know anyone that can sing, get those to us, because it's going to be a big day on August the 28th. We're going to have Ryan's birthday. We're going to have it's National Red Wine Day, so the Wine Diva will be here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So enter as soon as you can. You're listening to the Monsters of the Morning.
Real radio is the news junkie.
If I learned anything in the Boy Scouts, which I probably didn't, it would be that
it's our little secret.
Looking at heavy traffic.
All right, last one.
Orlando area for drivers traveling east and west.
Someone told me I need to finish this fast, like that's the whole thing with the mini crossword. I don't like crosswords.
As well as for those traveling in Seminole County between the Greenway exit and the West area.
I don't really understand the rules of crosswords.
Instant oil change, traffic tip line.
See how it goes. Play without an account. Here we go. Animals holding eat more chicken signs in a classic ad campaign. That is hell. Suffix with beetle or wrestle. Suffix with beetle. What? Au revoir. It's French.
IDC is the International Diamond Center and is the Summer of Romance at the International Diamond Center. They're giving away romantic giveaways every time you purchase something great at IDC. Let's say you spend $3,500 at the International Diamond Center. You get a beautiful piece of jewelry. You're also going to get a 3-day getaway to one of over a dozen romantic cities. Let's say you spend $5,000 at the International Diamond Center. You're going to get a 3 to 4 night cruise for 2, and you're also going to get the port fees taken care of and the taxes taken care of. That's pretty cool. If you spend $10,000 at IDC, you're going to get a 5-night, beautiful, luxurious stay at an all-inclusive resort. All of this when you purchase jewelry from the International Diamond Center. So you could buy, a beautiful piece of jewelry, an engagement ring or something, and also get your honeymoon taken care of and go to an all-inclusive resort. It's cool. It's from the International Diamond Center. Beautiful jewelry there. When you go there, they're not working on commission. They're working, the sales people are there that help you understand and explain to you everything you need to know about diamonds. And they're trying to find what you're looking for that fits within your budget at IDC, the International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall of Millennia. Make sure you tell them that Russ Rollins and the Monsters sent you to the International Diamond Center.
Daemon. I don't know what Daemon means. To tame or subdue. Daemon of Oberheimer. It could be Adam? Eight across. Be likely to. It's not helpful. Suffix with beetle or red. I don't know what that means. 6 across. Ugly poster. Man, that sucks. I don't know. Onion? 2 down is onion. Okay, core group. Crew?
Can you believe it's already August with kids getting ready to go back to school and we're heading into the height of the hurricane season? That's why having the right wheels endorsement is such a difference. And here to help me explain why is Chelsea from Renewal.
That can't be Adam. That's crazy. Do I play Sudoku? No. Sudoku? I don't know how to say it. Did you try the Jack Daniels rye yet? No. I'm only drinking on weekends now. Which is super fun. Because I've been going exercising. So fun. I love it so much. God, do I love exercising. Your game is paused. Oops, sorry. Man. Suffix with beetle. Suffix is the end of the word. Wrestling. Beetling, Beatles.
So 9:20, okay. 9:20 is that interview. Okay, so 9:20 we're doing that interview with what's his face?
So it's Beetle, as in the artist. Wrestler.
Hey Ryan. Next break, could you come in here and just make sure I selected the right microphone and all that kind of stuff?
What's up, Lee Road? Be likely to. Across. Can't, would, might. Be likely to. Should.
Now it's even better. With the GiveMeTheBill.com big cash giveaway, Give Me The Bill is giving away $25,000 in cash every month. Sell us your car to increase your odds of winning big cash. No purchase necessary. For official rules, go to GiveMeTheBill.com. You're probably even use things like two-factor authentication, strong passwords, VPN.
Core group. Cruise, core group. I don't know, man. I spelled weld. Oh, I did. Okay. 6. Au revoir. Adieu, right? Adieu. That makes more sense. Alright. 7. Ugly poster. Troll?
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Man, I'm bad at this. This is not in my wheelhouse at all.
All right, let's kick this hornet's nest a little bit more.
Mostly because I can't
fun.
spell.
Watching it. All right, let's kick this hornet's nest a little bit more. It's fun watching everybody freak out. Before we did sports, I told a story, true story, by the way. I know people are like, oh, you're just telling that story. True story. I go in to get my blood work done. I'm in Winter Haven. This old woman, 85 at least, 80, 85, old lady, looked like a sweet old lady. I thought she's sweet as she could be at first. And then this other big fat dude comes in, and he looks a little mentally handicapped because of the shirt he's wearing. And he has these old like headphones around his head, and just, he looked a little, he didn't look like he's with it very much. Anyway, she says things that are really, really uncomfortable. Like at first, it sounds like she's being nice, and she's like, "I can't believe what Donald Trump is doing to the Hispanic people. They I've had a farm. I think she said I had a farm for over 80 years, and her family has or whatever. And they're just hard-working, really nice people. And I hope he doesn't think the black people are going to do the." And she started going on black people, and there were black people that were sitting like right in front of me. It was way awkward. It was and I thought, man, I should say something. I thought I was being punked. Look around, and I was, after I left, I felt bad that I didn't say anything. So then someone said, "Oh, Russ, you're always the hero of your story." No, I was not the hero of that story. I was mad at myself for not saying something. And then this person comes back and says, "Oh, you're only telling those stories to let everyone, mostly Angel, know that how outraged you are about those comments. Nobody thinks you're a racist except for Angel." Now, let me say this. I believe that if Angel thought I was a racist, he wouldn't work here. He wouldn't work on this show, is what I believe.
Who's sending you that?
Oh, it's the same dude.
Oh, okay.
But there are people.
They're getting a lot of attention this morning, these guys.
But it is the thought process of a lot of people. He's only like a vocal one. But point being is that I didn't tell that story so everyone would know how outraged I was. But it's okay if that's the reason, because I wish I would have said something to the old lady. Maybe not the big fat guy, because I don't know if he would have understood it, to be honest with you. But I wish I would have said something, because I think Angel is right, and I think Ryan agreed, is that if we all would start saying something, maybe that type of attitude would not be okay to say in a room of about 20 people. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's okay to voice out and say, man, that I shouldn't have let that go. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I think there's a segment of society, or there's a segment of people that they count on that no one's going to call them out on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I don't think the old lady was. I think that's just how she believes and always has believed.
Again, and that's what we're talking about. Even
we talk about Polk County. That's just a regular Tuesday conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, and someone says, were there Hispanic people in the room? Yes, there were Hispanic people in the room as well. And there were 3 black ladies in front of me and a bunch of other white folks. And she was going on and on about how black people aren't going to do the work. And then she said, well, I've got black people and Hispanic people in my family, and anytime we go out for dinner or something, I make sure I bring bail money. And I'm like, wow. When she said that, that's when I thought, I'm being punked. And then the fat guy started laughing, and he's like, oh yeah, I understand that. You never know what kind of trouble they're going to get into. And I'm like, whoa. I mean, it was as unsettling, and the whole room stayed quiet. And I'm like, wow, I'm staying quiet too. Why am I staying quiet? And it was going through my head, but an entire room of people allowed them to have that conversation without challenging them.
But understand what you're.
So we gotta start bullying again.
Yeah, understand the dynamic there, right?
Yeah.
So again, being Polk County, and how what those circumstances are. The black ladies, for the most part, if they're elderly women,
they weren't elderly. They were probably younger than me,
right?
But they're professional ladies, all dressed up really nice.
But they're just used to, like, unfortunately, there's like
there's a
used to
level,
hearing that.
yeah, there's a level. That's what I was going to get to, Ryan. That there's a level of that whether you're black, brown, whatever, you're accustomed to hearing that kind of mentality out there.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and to be fair, in Polk County, as a black woman, that's not where you make your final stand. I don't think a lot of times. So they have a lifetime of picking and choosing when to get into these altercations. You know what I mean?
Here was another question I was having in my head as this was going on. The Hispanic people that are sitting here, are they hearing this as a brag on them? Because, you know, the lady was saying Trump shouldn't be getting rid of these Hispanic people. They work so hard. They're so nice. Where would we be without them? But then she followed up with, well, black people aren't going to do the work. We know the white kids aren't going to do the work. Like she said both of those things.
Well, okay, wait, hold on then, because that's a different sentence. Because if it's, well, the black people aren't going to do the work and the white people aren't going to do the work because they're not either.
Yeah, but she talked about the black people more, and then she talked about how she has black people in her family and she needs to have bail money anytime they go out, which was really disrespectful.
What if that's a nice thing, though? What if in her family there's some real criminals and she loves them? You know what I mean? They're in her family. She said they're in her family. The real criminal. Hey, I love Jared, but that he's a scallywag. We bring him out. We got to bring bail money.
So do you think the Hispanic people sitting in that room were as offended, Angel, or were they like, hey, she's talking good about us?
It's hard to say because it's going to be one of those things that depending on what part of the world in Latin America they come from. I've said this to you guys before. Even the guy that continues to call me racist but doesn't acknowledge the fact that I've said this before.
Yeah.
Latin America is just as racist and as vile as anything that's out there. So, for example, if this woman is talking about the Hispanics that are on that work on her land, right?
Yeah.
Well,
that's what she was saying.
Huge amount, not huge amount. Slaves came up through the Caribbean, right, and so we have that. We have brown, we have black, we have white like you in the Caribbean, and so that even in the Caribbean nations, Caribbean countries, there is that kind of racism still there.
Yeah,
that's just as vile. You know what I mean? So that. Is she talking about that, or there's blacks that there's black communities, Africans that were settled in Mexico. We have that. It's in all of the Latin American countries. So it's weird when you start having these conversations and who she's deeming the good Hispanics and the bad Hispanics.
Well, the only reason she was saying they were good is because they helped build her farm and they helped build her, and they worked really hard. That was the only reason she was saying good things, to be honest with you, the way she was saying it. I walked out to my car and I stopped for a second. I'm like, man, why didn't I say anything? And I started thinking about going back in. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to start up, and I ended up not saying it. So, to this guy's point, I'm not the hero in this story. I'm kind of the pussy. I should have said something, and I feel like I should.
Like Ryan's right though, dude. And again, I'm as guilty. I'm not throwing. This is me throwing rocks at a glass house, right? That particular dude has gotten way too much attention because all he does every single day from 6 a.m. to 11 is listen to our show and texts you guys that I'm racist. Yeah, that's all he does. That's all his only contribution to the show.
Yeah, I know. No, I get that. I know.
Meanwhile, we've had
everything's a talking point to me.
No, I understand.
I don't care who he is. Yeah.
No, Russ, I understand. But for example, just to give a balance on this, right? Overwhelmingly, guys, everyone listening, overwhelmingly this morning, even from 6 a.m. till right now, the messages have been way more positive than they have been in the past when we've talked about these things.
100%.
There have been way more people that would be quote unquote allies, in these conversations, in the texting.
Yeah. Different than a year or two ago, for sure.
No, different than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I've been on the show for 13, 14. And when we first got on here, this thing was horrible. People were afraid to engage with the texting. That worked here,
Yeah.
So you guys know that are listening, by and large, overwhelmingly, way more positive, way more good messages, way more messages of people that are in agreement or have questions. You know what I'm saying? It's every now and then it's just that the crappy, loud, annoying.
I think it's really good to bring light to the cockroaches, though, and like, hey, this is the kind of stuff that's being said, and it's
It's not a cockroach. That's
a cockroach.
That's the thing about racism, man. this lady's lived a lifetime of being racist, but if you asked her if she's racist, she'd probably say no.
I know, because she said she had black people and Hispanic people in her family,
right?
So that was okay for her to say, "I bring bail money to."
The unfortunate reality of the human condition is that like all races have racism. You know what I mean? Like, and it's all based in fear. And now we live in the world for the first time in humanity in the 100,000 years we've been together, where all our tribes are mixed together. You know, and and racism kind of saved people for a long time. You stayed with your group. That group was the bad one. You take and it goes that way. Now we live in a world where we have to actively fight against it. We all have stereotypes. We all have prejudices. I like to think of myself as being as trying not to be racist as possible. I still say stuff, and like we'll get something pointed out to me sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even think of it that way. Sure. A lot of people will double down and they go, wait a minute, no, I'm not changing. I'm not I will someone like me will look at it and go, I can see what you're saying. Yeah. Let's move on. I think there's a version of like quote unquote racist people that exist that don't mean to be racist. That's just their life. Like if you live in Polk County and all you know is Polk County all the time, and you don't meet a lot of different people, then you're going to kind of be one way. Yeah. Whether you're white, Hispanic, black, whatever.
But anyone had to know to say that in a room full of people when there are black ladies sitting there. She had to know that was disrespectful.
I think she was saying it in the nicest way she could have possibly said it.
To say that, black people aren't going to do that.
But you just said what she said. White people aren't going to do it either.
Later on in the conversation, she said, she said something. Even to think about it, the white kids aren't going to do it either.
Problem is,
these young white kids.
Now you've stepped up and you're like, now I got to defend the black ladies and the Hispanics in the room. And so the black ladies, hey, maybe they like it, maybe they don't, maybe they're just used to dealing with it. And now the Hispanics in the room, they don't speak English. They don't know what you're mad about.
And if I
went full circle.
If I would have said something, then am I making this some big issue that while we're sitting in quest to get our blood drawn doesn't need to be done?
It's like you said, right? Because you've in the same scenario in other situations, you have said something.
Yes, yeah.
So again, it's not about. I know we're focusing on the old lady, but that's the wrong focus, in my opinion, because no one's going to say anything to that lady in that moment that's ever going to change her mind. Her life experience is her life experience. Right. And if she's 80, 85 years old, she's not going to learn anything. She's not going to glean anything new. But it is our responsibility as humans, I feel, again, my own personal opinion, when given the opportunity and you can show that you're an ally to someone that's being to a group of people that are victimized or singled out or any of that, I think it's a good human kind of thing to do, to let them know, hey, listen, I don't agree with this. Even if it's just going up to them and say, hey, I'm sorry that you have to listen to that. Right? And you're not even addressing the lady or the person.
And you know what? And I could have done that, and they could have been, what are you talking about? I'm not listening. I'm not eavesdropping. They could have done that. You never know.
Well, the way that you're telling the story, you made it sound like
it was loud enough.
It was loud enough that anybody in the room heard it, right?
And she did turn her head and look at her.
Yeah. So that in that moment, I think that there is an opportunity to just show improve, as they say, and let people know that you're an ally.
Someone said, Russ, you've missed your viral moment. You could have recorded it and put it on social media. I wouldn't have done that to the old lady. I mean, she was really old lady, and the guy was.
You wanted to beat her up.
No, I did not.
That's crazy.
I felt sorry for her, to be honest with you, and I felt bad for the ladies who had to listen to that.
I just think like it'd be good, because if there was a fight, that would happen. She has bail money to bail you out.
Yeah, she said. That's only when she went out with her family members that were black and Hispanic. She had bail money anytime. Which is,
I got friends who, if I go out with them, I know I need to keep bail money on me.
Do you?
For sure. So I'm not going to say they're racist. They're white.
Look at the people love to argue there. Look at them love to argue. Hey, I've got an article here about how to end a conversation with someone who just wants to argue. You want to do that when we come back?
No, because I don't think your article is a good article.
See, you just want to argue.
I'm arguing.
First thing you do is acknowledge their point. You know what? You might be right, Ryan.
Hey,
this might not be a good article.
I got a farticle for you.
Let's see if any of this stuff makes any sense. All right, we'll do some of that when we come back. You're listening to the Monster of the Morning.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
All right, we're finishing this out, YouTube. Finishing it out. Pause my game. Thank you. Boom. All right, I'm so mad at this. I thought it said, Damon of Oppenheimer. I was like, oh, they're using a big word. No, it's Matt Damon. That's so stupid. I'm so mad. Matt Damon. Stupid. And you guys gave me mania. I'll give you that one. I saw that one. Be likely to. See, this is what I'm still like.
Or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
Tend. Oh, it's tend. Stupid. That's so stupid. I'm so mad. How long did this take me? 7 minutes? I'm not good at crosswords. Be like a cadre. Okay, now you're using big words for the sake of big words. Cadre, meaning a core group. Okay, you know what? Define cadre. We all learned a word today. A small group of people specifically trained for a particular person, purpose, or profession. It's not a core group. A group of activists in a communist or other revolutionary organization. A member of an activist group. Cadre's a stretch there with core group. Bad hint. Bad hint, New York Times.
And get 0% financing for 60 months.
Leslie does Wordle every single day. I'm just getting into the Wordle. I figured we'd have fun during the breaks. Matt Damon is better than Ben Affleck. Facts.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Where is friendly attorney Ray Trenley? I don't know. He's here yesterday. I see what you did there, though, Tommy. I see what you did. What's Bandle? All right, look up Bandle. What's Bandle? Guess the song. One instrument at a time. Oh. What? I need the noise, and you guys wouldn't be able to hear the noise the way my system's set up. So I'll try Bandle another time. I gotta go to the bathroom. That's where I'm going. You guys in the chat can play a game. It's called Guess Number 1 or Number 2. I'll tell you when I get back.
International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Harry Sip and Savor is back. Enjoy craft beers from Green Bench Brewing Company and a multi-course menu from the talented chef Tella Luna. Sit back and enjoy as Harry Sip and Savor delivers unbelievable flavors featuring multiple chef-made dishes paired with craft beers from Green Bench Brewing Company. It's happening Saturday, August 16th, only at Rosen Center. Make your reservations today. Simply visit harryspoolside.com/harrysipandSavor. That's harryspoolside.com/harrysipandSavor.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And right now, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic plus a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Here in Orlando, we know life doesn't slow down for anything, especially a broken garage door. Since 2002, Precision Garage Door Service has been proudly serving the Orlando community. Local and reliable, our techs are ready to provide you a same-day service. And there's no charge for a service call, and seniors, military, first responders, and teachers get a 5% discount. Whether it's a stuck door or a snap spring, we've got you covered right when you need it the most. Call Precision Garage Door Service today or visit us online. Precision Garage Door Service. Garage doors done right.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
2 seconds. That's all it takes for a child to wander.
2 inches of water and they could drown. For autistic individuals of all ages and those with Alzheimer's or dementia, the risk is even greater. Autism Society of America's It Takes Two campaign educates families and caregivers to reduce wandering-related drowning tragedies. Access free resources to help save a life. Visit autismsociety.org/ittakes2 to prepare, prevent, and protect.
The Angels rejoin of the day is brought to you by Just Call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Monster merchandise. If you want to show off,
And when you're out and about anywhere in Central Florida and you happen to be in an accident, remember, if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. His team is always ready to assist you. This is Little by Little by Oasis from the London 2nd August of their tour this year. The track's called Little by Little.
That did sound good. Is that one of the ones that is out like
They just released that today. So as the tour has been going on, they've been grabbing different performances. Obviously, it's going to be part of a album that's probably released at the end of all of this. But that's Little by Little, and it's one of those songs that the fans just go nuts about, and they sing along with Noel as he does the chorus.
So when is when are they coming over to?
They still got a handful of European shows. Oasis doesn't come to the States for another couple weeks. They were just in, I think it was Edinburgh.
Chicago on the 29th.
Yeah.
So this article is talking about how to end the conversation with someone who just wants to argue all the time, and we got
you just say good day.
We got a lot of those. There are a lot of people that only text us because they want to argue. They're not. They don't seem like they're fans, but they're there. But they just want to argue with everything we say. So this is what this article says to do, and you can apply this to your own life. Do you have anyone in your life that just wants to argue all the time, Angel?
It seems that way.
How about you, Ryan? Well, this could be helpful then for all of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so
rhymes with schmom.
Yeah, and when you have people that that you care about, but then it seems like they only want to argue. Like, how do you handle it? It's easy to say, well, I'm just not going to talk to you. I'm just not going to talk. So it says acknowledge their point. If you acknowledge their point, allegedly. Okay, now they have no reason to argue anymore. Do you think that works?
No.
Okay. We'll say it. Okay. You could.
It's been my experience. I haven't had that scenario work out for me.
All right, so we'll check that one as a no. All right, that's a no. How about excuse yourself politely? I'm trying to think. Last argument I had. I'll do that. I'll excuse.
I'll try to excuse myself politely, but it's one thing when you're trying to excuse yourself politely and someone's insistent that they have this conversation right then,
right now,
in the moment. I'm like, hey, listen, at this point, I'm going to be useless in this conversation.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be rational. the most rational thing that I'm doing right now is, hey, listen, can we drop this and can we revisit this at a later point?
Yeah.
And then I can be more productive in this conversation.
Here's one that I will say I've seen Bo do this and be super successful at it. I do it and it never works out. For whatever reason, it just makes whoever's trying to argue with me more mad. And that is to use humor to lighten the mood. I'll try that, but it seems like whenever I try to use humor to lighten the mood, it makes someone even more mad. Like, oh, you're not taking me seriously. And I've seen Bo do it, and he's able to pull it off.
That is a superpower.
That's a superpower.
That is 100% superpower. The people that have that gift are able to do it because, Russ, much like yourself, I've tried to do that, and all it is like throwing gasoline on a fire.
Right? Yeah. I tried to do that the other day. It didn't seem to help. Okay, let's see. State your boundaries. Ooh, I've got boundaries. Do you do that with someone?
Don't work.
It don't work.
I set my boundaries, and then people decide that they just want to roll it. My boundaries don't matter, and they just want to steamroll them. Just super annoying.
How about?
But I've only recently learned to set boundaries, so I'm still trying to figure out.
You're still working on the boundaries?
Yeah.
How about? Okay, if you're arguing about someone's arguing with you about something, if you shift the focus to something else, which I'm pretty good at this one. That one I'm pretty good at.
You're good at the redirect?
The redirect. Let's start the conversation about something else. Now, if I make it a jokey joke thing, then it's like, oh, it's almost blaring that I'm not paying attention to your point. But I can start a conversation, go down another rabbit hole to get away from the rabbit hole that the person may be trying to make. Let's go down this rabbit hole. Okay, this rabbit hole is a little more safe. Do you ever try doing that one, Ryan? Shifting the focus of the argument?
No, because it drives me crazy when people do that. Because it's like, if we're gonna argue about it, at least stay on topic.
Okay.
Like, don't start going whataboutisms. Don't start going like this happened before. Like something about the past. Stay right here in the present. So that's a really hard one for me.
Does this one ever work for you guys? And I've tried this one, but it doesn't seem to work for me. But it says, hey, let's just agree to disagree. That almost seems like a cliche that nobody really wants to do. we can't just agree to disagree. Does that one work for you, Angel?
No,
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Hey, let's just agree that we don't agree.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Me trying to use that, and that argument doesn't work on me either.
Yeah,
that just makes I feel like you're antagonizing me.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
It feels like you're saying none of this mattered. Have a good day.
Right.
Especially if you've gotten to the point where like you've doubled down and now we're into it, and you realize that I'm not backing up off my point,
and they're not backing
off, right? And there were definitely plenty of tells that you're not going to change my mind. I'm not going to change your mind. This is something that could have been avoided completely, and we've wasted that kind of energy for the last 30, 45 minutes, few days. At that point, when you say I agree to disagree, that just makes me even more enraged.
What if you say it differently? What if you say, I love
like
you,
in Spanish?
I love you, and I don't think we're going to agree on this one, or I think we see this differently, but I love you. How about that?
That BS. Get the hell out of there. If there's one effing thing I hate the most, oh my God, when you're in an argument with somebody or disagreeing or whatever, and they come out with I love you though. Get the hell out of here with that.
But I mean, you can just you can look at things differently.
No, this is how annoying people argue.
That is a cop out.
Yeah, like your whole list is how annoying people argue. I
know you're mad at me right now. I know you don't agree with, but I love you,
Ryan.
Yeah.
I know you disagree with me about Kiss being in the Kennedy Center.
Oh, don't say it, Russ. Don't say it.
But I love you. We just agree to disagree.
Oh, Ryan, if I was in there, I'd throw something for you.
Yeah. Eat a butt.
Okay. What do you
tell us to say from now on? Eat a bag of hot dogs? Is
Eat a bag of wieners. Hey, if you what about if you offer? Let's continue this later. Like if it's getting heated or whatever. Hey, let's talk about this later.
Out of all the things that you've said, that's the one that lands on me the best, because that means that you're taking to what I'm saying into consideration. Things are escalating. Let's revisit this at a later date, or a later time. But the deal with that one, though, is that you got to stick to it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to commit to saying, hey, we're going to talk about this tomorrow, or we're going to talk about this in a couple days.
Then you got to do it.
Then you have to do it, because if not, the next fight you get into is going to be the thing that you didn't talk about, and then this new fight.
And then the next one is bull. Look, this is a bogus list, as they all are. It says use the power of silence. Yeah, try that. Try just not saying anything, and someone's arguing with you, and you're just sitting there being quiet. That just pisses them off even more. That's a dumb one. I don't like that one at all. I won't even ask you guys, because don't even try. If you sit there silently, it just they're talking and talking and talking, and you got to listen to it.
That's the hard one for you, to sit there and listen to them talk.
Yes, listening. That's my problem. If you're saying some stupidity and you keep
I have a
saying
talk show, not a listening show.
That's right. I don't listen. And I don't read my whole emails. I thought those burgers were coming yesterday.
Oh, Russ, you don't even know how frustrated Ryan and I are with you.
I'm so mad at you. You know how many times I went and looked for burgers that weren't going to exist?
And then it says...
After the third time that you got up to do that, that's when I was like, maybe I should go ahead and open this email and see what it is. Russ comes in, he's like, oh, we got burgers today. No, we don't. They don't come until tomorrow.
But what did it say? It said, hey, it said tomorrow.
No, it did.
It said like tomorrow, put it in your calendar for Friday.
No, Russ. It didn't say tomorrow at all. All it said is add to your calendar.
Well, you know
and when you open
thank you for your input. That's number 9. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for your input.
I will punch you. You say that to me. No.
Well,
that's a big FU. Is what that is.
I acknowledge your point, Ryan.
Uh-huh.
I acknowledge your point, Angel.
Acknowledge these.
Let me excuse myself politely and go to break. You're listening to the Machos in the Morning.
Make Real Radio 104.1 number 1 on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
Backups continue on I-4 this morning in the Orlando area, east and westbound on the interstate for those traveling by the major attractions exits. Looking at accident activity blocking 2 eastbound lanes on the 408 at Kirkman Road. Another crash causing delays on the beach line for those traveling westbound on the toll road. The left lane is blocked at Innovation Way. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Service Titan.
Commercial contractors. Want to win larger contracts, accelerate your workflows, and empower your team with increased productivity? Service Titan is the end-to-end platform that does all that and more. Get a free pair of Apple AirPods when you request a demo at servicetitan.com.
Hey guys, Russ Rollins here. Lose weight, gain muscle, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss. If you've noticed a lack in energy lately, how about brain fog, trouble in the bedroom? Well, you probably have low T. It's more common than you think, and it is treatable. Truth is, men today have 20% lower testosterone than even our dads had. Ugh, yeah, man. Hey, but there's a solution to it. You'll find it at Red Mountain Weight Loss. They offer full-strength testosterone as an injection or a tablet, and we're not talking about supplements here. No, we're talking about prescription-only testosterone, because no supplement can match the boost you get from actual testosterone. It'll give you more energy, greater focus, better sleep, and lean muscle mass, and you're also going to have a better sex drive. It is a game changer. Book your free video consultation with one of their licensed doctors today and regain your energy, your strength, your vitality. For a limited time, they're even going to waive their startup fee. So go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com. Red Mountain Weight Loss. Real testosterone, real doctors, and real results.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. to restore your sex life in just one visit. Call now, 407-337-5569.
Celebrate your love this summer at International Diamond Center and get a free romantic getaway on us. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time at IDC. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free trip. It's a great time to get that engagement ring and let IDC buy your honeymoon. Here's how it works. If you spend $3,500, IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel getaway with a $100 Visa card for spending. Choose from a dozen romantic cities. Or spend $5,000 on her jewelry and IDC will give you a 3- or 4-night luxury cruise for 2. Spend $10,000 and you'll get a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort. Choose from 4 countries. Listen, if you're getting engaged, celebrating an anniversary, or just want to get away for some romance, IDC has it covered. You buy the ring, we'll give the getaway. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. Details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Mullet Millennial, and Waterford Lakes.
Looking to save some? Well, then contact Eustace Roofing. Right now, they're offering 15% off new roof installations for their end of summer sale. Ask for the premium roof package. Get a free estimate at eustaceroofing.com.
Ready to discover something real? Blast off to Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex and experience the extraordinary. Stand nose to nose with Space Shuttle Atlantis. Explore the future of deep space travel at Gateway, the Deep Space Launch Complex. And yes, you can even meet an astronaut. This summer, Florida residents can save big with the Florida 4-Pack, which offers 45% off admission. Just in time to check out the gantry at LC39, Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex's newest attraction. Get your tickets now at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeart Radio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword Vegas to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's Vegas to 200-200.
There you go. The word Vegas. So take that over to 200-200. Just text it, and you could win the trip to Vegas. And I think $1,000 as well, right? Like that's a really great prize.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So good luck.
Good party.
Love to see you win. Welcome back. I am Russ Rollins, along with Angel Rivera and Ryan Bryant Holmes. And I just realized as I did it, I'm like I'm giving like what I think is pretty cool swag to like the king of swag. Like just Mo DeWitt is here, and Mo, I didn't. I wanted to make sure I didn't leave you guys out. I got you and Busdecker a monster hat.
That's awesome. Thank you.
And it's got your name on the side and everything.
I
And
didn't see that.
It's got Busdecker on one side and
nice.
just call Mo on the other. So, but it did. And just as I was giving it to him, like, what am I doing? This guy has got the best swag. And I want to thank you for sending Busdecker down to the teacher appreciation party. I know you were out of town.
And Pinkman.
And Pinkman.
Oh, we don't like to give him credit.
And you have the best swag of anybody. Everything was there. That bright green shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I had to get one, and we actually all took a picture in one.
Nice.
And those cups.
Yeah, the silicone ones.
Did you pick those out, or did Busdecker?
I picked them out a long time ago.
Okay.
And we've had some different variations of them, different colors and stuff. But those things are awesome, especially around the pool if you're all drinking. That way you don't have to worry about breaking glass and stuff.
And those bright colors is super, super cool. But yeah, so what is your theory behind promotional swag like that? Some people pick one or two things, and that's what they are. You've got so much. What's your theory behind it?
I mean, I'll just put my ugly face on anything. I mean, why not? No, I mean, I want to give people stuff that they'll actually keep and use, and it's just kind of fun too, and be a little different and have some fun with it.
And when you do it right, this is what's I've noticed with your guys' stuff. When you do it at the level that they've done it, a couple of the guys have done it, and Tom and Dan do the same thing. People make it a point. News Junkie does it as well. People make it a point to collect it. That whenever you drop something, when any of those brands, whenever they drop something new, it's amongst their day ones. It's a point to get out to whatever specific event that you're making the debut or the drop at, and people want to add that to their collection of stuff that they have of yours.
Yeah.
And some people go crazy with it. I mean, I think there was one person who had a Just Call Mo shower curtain in their house.
Okay.
There's a Just Call Mo one-piece women's bathing suit that has unfortunately been purchased by a few people and worn. One person was a male who wore it, but that's his prerogative.
That's their business.
Yeah. So it's interesting.
Very good. And then you were on a trip to Iceland.
Yeah.
How was that?
Iceland was amazing. It's a beautiful country.
And that's one of those places that I never think of. And I saw some documentary or something, and it was in Iceland. And I'm like, oh, it's a movie. It was a movie that was filmed in Iceland. I'm like, God, that place is actually beautiful.
Yeah, it's incredible. And it's really not a bad flight from here. It's like a 6.5 hour direct flight from Orlando to Reykjavik. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's just a beautiful country. Like, just so much nature. And I wouldn't want to go there in the winter necessarily, but in the summer, it's gorgeous.
What's the capital of Iceland?
Reykjavik.
Never knew that. I just learned that today. What was the most unusual thing you saw?
We went to this lava show where they actually pump in actual lava to this room, and the lady has a metal stick and
real lava.
Yeah, it's real lava. They basically they're taking volcanic sand that came from a volcano, and they're heating it back up in an oven to 2,200 degrees, and they pump it into this room, and she has a metal stick, and she's telling you all about the lava and its properties and how it works, and it's incredible.
What language do they speak in Iceland?
Icelandic, I believe, but everyone speaks English as well.
They do speak English. Yeah.
What's your favorite meal out there? What's a good go-to place?
I mean, we went
to Iceland Parmesan.
The Iceland Parmesan is fantastic. But no, we actually went to this fish buffet that was in this house from the 1700s. I know fish buffet sounds terrible, but
you're not selling the sizzle with that one.
It was the best meal I've ever had.
Really?
Honestly, I mean, because it's a fishing village, so the fish comes out that morning.
Right, so crazy fresh.
Yeah, crazy fresh and just delicious. I mean, it was just amazing.
No, I totally believe you. When I went to Costa Rica, the best food I had was at a little, I don't know, it was a guy's house. The front part you could eat at, the back was the house, and it was this fresh fish with rice. Probably the best thing I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's so good. And you say fish, you're like, yeah, fish.
Right.
But if they do it right.
Yeah, and you can't replicate that here. It's just, based on the location and how fresh it is. And yeah, I mean, it's just incredible.
So you're telling you were on a cruise, but you had your 6-year-old with you.
Yeah, and it was definitely a little bit of an older cruise. So we started on a cruise. We did 7 days on the cruise and then did 3 or 4 days just driving around Iceland.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we were definitely probably one of the youngest people on the boat.
So no gambling on this cruise?
There was, but only when you're out at sea, which was not very much because they're just kind of going around the coast of Iceland. So I think there was 1 day at sea where there was gambling.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What was it like driving around Iceland? Isn't they're one of the countries where they they really pushed the bicycle thing, right?
There were a lot of bicycles. There's a lot of RVs. And there's just kind of a lot of outdoor stuff, but it was super easy to drive around. They drive on the same side of the road as us. Roads were super easy. The most traffic you had was when some sheep came on the road and you had to honk at them to get out of your way. But otherwise, it was pretty cool.
Move, sheep. Well, good. Do we have anything going on with for Mo for the weekend?
Actually, yeah, we do. This Saturday is the Real Radio 104.1 poker tournament. And this gentleman, just giving you a proper heads up, Mo, there are some people that are coming after you this year.
Yeah, you've been in the finals a couple of times, haven't you?
I think last year I made it to the finals based on pure dumb luck.
Yeah, no, specifically on that way to that final, there's a person, Kayla, who is really
I do recall this.
Who's really zeroed in on you because you put her out last year. And she feels that was a bad beat, and so she's got an eye on you, sir.
Mo, how do you feel about poker? Are you a serious poker person? You get all serious faced about it, or are you having fun while you're there?
I'm probably the least serious poker person. I think that's why Kayla might be upset at me.
Yeah,
because I just did something that was completely stupid and it worked out for me, and everybody was not happy with me at that time.
Yeah, I like.